What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another live watch-along. Today, we're going to be doing the live watch-along of Manchester City's huge Premier League clash against Liverpool. I was going to say it's first place taking on second place, but we saw Arsenal win yesterday at home against Brentford by 2-1 thanks to a very late goal in the 85th minute. Late, but not as late as what Liverpool left it last weekend against Nottingham Forest away. But yeah, Arsenal leaving it late and picking up the 3 points thanks to a Kai Havertz 85th minute winner in that 2-1 victory for Arsenal at home yesterday against Brentford. Means that Arsenal now sit in first place, and you've got Liverpool taking on Manchester City here, where if this finishes level, then Arsenal remain top heading into the international break because it's FA Cup action and Arsenal aren't playing next weekend. And if Manchester City or Liverpool win this game, then one of these teams going first, and Manchester City know that we have got Arsenal in our next Premier League game in 3 weeks time. So huge games coming up here for Manchester City, and it just doesn't really get any bigger than this game that we've got at Anfield taking on Liverpool. So Manchester City must win game. For Liverpool, it's a must not lose game for them. But what it does do, if Liverpool don't win this game, it means that Arsenal have it in their own hands and Manchester City have it in their own hands. And it becomes difficult for Liverpool if they don't win here to win the Premier League. It becomes difficult for Manchester City if we don't win here to win the Premier League. And we have the same permutations again when City take on Arsenal in 3 weeks' time, where if Man City win that game, then Man City firm favourites for the Premier League. If Arsenal win that game, they're firm favourites for the Premier League, depending on what happens today. So permutations quite simply just couldn't be higher. And these cup finals are getting bigger and bigger. And when you're taking on teams around you in these big 6-pointers, the stakes are just cranked up to the very highest. And Liverpool here, if they want to beat Manchester City, need a 10 out of 10 performance, and vice versa. If Manchester City are to beat Liverpool here, we're going to need a 10 out of 10 performance. So it's a huge game here, and hopefully we can come out with the 3 points. We'll assess the situation again once this game has ended, and we'll move on from there. Man City lost today is a disaster as far as I'm concerned. A City draw here today, it's not the end of the world. It takes it out of our hands, but still plenty of points and plenty of games to play for. A City win here, and you fancy that Manchester City well within their stride. And let's not forget, City, we haven't won with fans in Anfield for over 20 years. So this isn't the easiest of places for Manchester City to come to dominate possession, to play the style of play that we like to play, and how City like to set up and play, to me, very much suits Liverpool playing at Anfield. And I suspect Liverpool are going to be looking for a very bright, very quick start, constant pressure, trying to put pressure onto Manchester City. So it is a very big game for both sides who need to turn up and play to the best of their ability. So, before I do crack on with this live stream with all of my thoughts, including speaking about the team news is out, but I haven't yet had a look at the teams. So before I do speak about that, do make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, please do subscribe. Did you know we are now less than 1,000 subscribers away from 35,000 subscribers? That's right, ladies and gentlemen, just today, earlier today, we hit a milestone, 34,000 subs. Now less than 1,000 subs away from 35k, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget social media links. You can find them in the description and on the yellow banner too. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram, TikTok link also in the description too. If you want to go and follow me on there, email also in the description as well. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries, you can find my email on the yellow banner too. Also, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, as always, aiming for 100 likes. We are 66 likes away, guys, so any help towards 100 likes would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well to get your thoughts in the live chat. We've got Nadir in there. Thanks very much for tuning in. Dudley, welcome. Thanks for tuning in once more. Daniel as well. Thanks for tuning in. We'll speak about the teams in just one moment. Daniel, thanks for tuning in. Cool emoji face, thanks for tuning in. Low battery, but thank you for tuning in anyway, much appreciated. Julius, thanks for tuning in as well. And as Daniel says there, Klopp and Pep last time in the Premier League, we could still meet each other in the FA Cup. up. If either team do go out before we do end up facing each other, then this will be the last time that you see Jurgen Klopp in charge of Liverpool taking on Pep Guardiola and Manchester City, or so Jurgen Klopp says anyway. Daniel, you spot on. City do play Arsenal after the international break. Hoping City can beat Arsenal as well. We can win this game and win against Arsenal. Man City are very much firm favourites, and that's what we need to try and do. Frank, thanks for tuning in. Says, do I think City finessed Ajax for Carlos Borges? I don't know. I've not been keeping an eye on his progress, so I couldn't answer that question. I presume he's not doing too great at Ajax. Nadir says, stinking of a Liverpool win today. Hope I'm wrong. I hope you are wrong, and I'm hoping it will be 3 points for Manchester City. So, guys, today's video is sponsored and brought to you by SofaScore. Links and details there in the description. They are going to be keeping you guys via me up to date with all the latest statistics throughout the game, as well as all the latest in-match analysis and everything else happening with this game. It's also going to be helping me to provide all the latest team news for you guys to enjoy. I do have today's video sponsor SofaScore locked and loaded here. You can go and check out SofaScore. Link is in the description, also in the live chat and on the QR code on screen. If you use that QR code, that will take you to the download page, and the link in the description and on the live chat will also take you to the download page where you can download the free SofaScore app. So anybody watching this, if you do download SofaScore, please do go and do it right now. That would be fantastic. It's free. Do go and check it out. And anyone that does download SofaScore using my link or my QR code does help to support the future content created here on my channel. As I said, it is free and worthwhile checking out, so please do go and do so. Using SofaScore, I'm keeping up to date with all the latest scores as well. So Aston Villa took on Tottenham Hotspur. Aston Villa got player sent off, McGinn. I've been told straight red and suspended for the City game that we've got against Aston Villa after the international break, after the Arsenal game. Aston Villa took on Tottenham Hotspur at Villa Park. A surprising scorelines. Tottenham Hotspur winning that game by 4-0. Huge game that in the race for top 4 football. Got later scores happening both in the 57th minute. Brighton and Hove Albion 1, Nottingham Forest 0, and West Ham United 1, Burnley 2. Surprising score there. But we're interested in the Manchester City-Liverpool game. Game kicking off at 3:45 p.m. GMT. Daniel asking, why is it kicking off at that time? It's kicking off at that time due to police wanting the game to be kicking off slightly earlier than the normal 4:30 kickoff. And as a compromise, they've decided to kick it off at 3:45. Why it's been done at 3:45 and not at 3:30 like the Manchester derby was last weekend, I do not know. Anyway, SofaScore asking me, who do I think is going to win this game? I'm going for a Manchester City win. 38% of people think City are going to win this game. 20% going for a draw. 42% going for a Liverpool win. So very close there with both sides. So onto the lineups. We're going to start off with our opponents first. Liverpool lining up with Kelleher in goal. Bradley starts at right back with Gomez starting on the left-hand side at left back with Quansah and Virgil van Dijk as their two centre-backs. Very much a weakened Liverpool back line. Trent Alexander-Arnold not fit for this game. Robertson not starting. I'm not too sure why. Gomez being given the nod. Quansah starting alongside Virgil van Dijk and not having Konate. It's massive. Big blows that for Liverpool. In midfield, little bit stronger for Liverpool. Endo, Mac Allister and Szoboszlai. Pretty strong midfield there. Onto attack. Harvey Elliott goes on the right-hand side because Mo Salah isn't fit to start this game. Big. Very big that. Luis Diaz going on the left-hand side and Darwin Nunez starting up top for Liverpool. On the bench, we've got Adrian, Andrew Robertson, Amara Nallo, Tsimikas, McConnell, Clark, Salah, Kumas and Gakpo. Big blows there for Liverpool. Mo Salah not being fully fit. Konate not even making the bench. Robertson obviously picked up a niggle on the bench as well. Big blows that for Liverpool. Not having Salah too. I look at that Liverpool side and I think Manchester City could really have a good scalp at it. And if I'm City, I know Liverpool are going to try and attack us. I'd try and attack that. That back line, as Daniel says, it looks weak. Man City should be looking at that back line thinking, Quansah starting, Conor Bradley was playing for Bolton Wanderers in League One last season. Joe Gomez at left back, we should be all over that. Manchester City then starting today with Ederson in goal. The back three made up of Kyle Walker, Manuel Akanji and Nathan Ake. Ruben Dias onto the bench. I said Akanji, he's been in fine form. I wanted him to find a way for him to start. You can't not start Kyle Walker due to the pace that Liverpool have got, which is why Kyle Walker does start in this game and captain in Manchester City. And I'd rather go with Nathan Ake ahead of Josko Gvardiol due to how defensively sound Nathan Ake is. Akanji, I feel like stronger either on the right or on the left than through the middle. I'd rather have had Diaz going through the middle, but we've gone with Akanji, and Akanji's going to be put under a lot of pressure, in particular dealing with Darwin Nunez. And I think Liverpool will be looking at that fancy, and you know what? They'd rather have a pop at Akanji through the middle rather than out wide. And Nunez will be looking at that thinking, do you know what? I'd rather have a crack at Akanji rather than Diaz. Go with John Stones and Rodri in defensive midfield. Bernardo Silva starts on what I think is going to be the right-hand side. Phil Foden on the left-hand side. De Bruyne and Julian Alvarez start behind striker Erling Haaland. Big call there going with Julian Alvarez ahead of Mateo Kovacic. Big calls that for Pep Guardiola and Manchester City. On the bench for Manchester City today, lining up with Stefan Ortega-Moreno, Ruben Dias, Josko Gvardiol, Mateo Kovacic, Sergio Gomez, Matheus Nunes, Rico Lewis, Oscar Bobb, and Jeremy Doku returning to the Manchester City squad as well. Strong team that. Liverpool got average age of their team 25.4 years old. Man City at 28.5 years old. So City got the experience. Liverpool have got the running and the youthfulness on their side. So this is a very interesting game. My score prediction was 0-0. I look at Liverpool's backline and I can see Man City scoring goals. And I want to say, I think Man City can win this game 3-1. I'm changing my mind from 0-0 with the lineups. And I'm going 3-1 Manchester City. Kelleher in goal with Allison out injured. Gomez on the left, Bradley on the right. No Trent Alexander-Arnold, no Andy Robertson. Konate not in the squad. Man City should be winning this game. Man City should be attacking. And Manchester City should be scoring goals. So I'm going Manchester City to win 3-1. My score prediction. Get your score predictions, guys, in the live chat. Do let me know where you're tuning in from as well. Trevor, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Do go and check out today's video sponsor who just helped provide all that build up there for you guys with the latest team news. SofaScore, free app to download. Link in the description, in the live chat, and also on screen with the QR code. Anyone downloading the free SofaScore app using my link does help to support the future content created here on my channel. So guys, just 6 likes away from 50 likes. Any help towards that would be great. Do subscribe as well if you are new around here. I'm going to go and get myself prepared, get myself a drink, have something to eat very quickly, ready in the build-up for this game. Massive game, absolutely huge game. So continue to get your thoughts in the chat. I'll interact with you guys. I've got a little bit of pre-match entertainment for you guys as we've gone live a little earlier than what we normally do. I was meant to go live an hour before kickoff, but I ended up being about 15 minutes late. Mother's Day over here in the UK, so do apologise for that, guys, but still got time for some pre-match entertainment for you guys to enjoy. So sit back, relax. I recently visited Belfast, so do go and check that out. That is my pre-match entertainment for you guys to enjoy. There is the link, so I will see you guys very soon.
What's going on, guys? JSGC Vlogs here, and we are here for another video. Today we're going to be doing a vlog to Belfast. Never been to Belfast before, looking forward to it. Should be a really good trip, so I'm going to take you along with me every single step of the way and see what we do get up to in Belfast. So before we do crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, please do leave a thumbs up. Do subscribe, it is free to subscribe, and do go and check out all my social media stuff. You can find them in the description. So, Manchester Airport Terminal 1, we'll see you soon, and we'll take our flight to Belfast. Flight taking roughly, says online, around 45 minutes, but I have a feeling it's probably going to be closer to half an hour. So, let's go.
2 hours later.
We've made it to my favourite place, Manchester Airport Departure Lounge. Belfast next stop. Let's go. Got the classic Manchester weather now. I've always wanted to use my driving licence to get onto a plane, and we've managed to do it. That was a nice flight. Welcome to Belfast. We're not doing this, unfortunately, today. That's cool. Managed to check in early to our hotel, which is fantastic. We've had a chance to quickly freshen up before we head out into Belfast City itself. So big shout out there to Leonardo Hotel. I will be doing a room tour, which should already be out on my channel that you can go and check out with my thoughts on the room. So plan of action then for today, for our first 24 hours here in Belfast, is for us to go and see the Peace Wall. We're then going to head, I think, to the Ulster Museum before heading to St George's Market, checking out what's to do there. Gonna go for a nice meal at an Indian restaurant, and then to end the day I've booked some tickets to go and see the ice hockey. I've never seen ice hockey before in my life, so gonna go and check out the Belfast Giants. They're playing a game against Coventry at the SSE Arena, so should be good. So I'll take you guys along with me every single step of the way. First up, we're gonna go and check out the Peace Wall, which for anyone that's watching that isn't aware, Peace Wall was put up in the 20th century to separate two communities. You have the Catholics and the Protestants. Of course, you have the Troubles here in Northern Ireland, which thankfully seems to be de-escalating down, thanks there to the Good Friday Agreement in 1998. But the Peace Walls are still up, and they do have some good murals on, so we're going to go and check them out.
5 minutes later.
Heading towards the Peace Wall now. You can clearly see the two communities separated by a wall, one on the other side and then one on here. More towards the Peace Wall, you've got lots of murals and graffiti on. There you go. And as you just walk from one community to the other, they do have the gates here. I presume that's what these are anyway, because there's ones just as we're walking through past some murals up here, and then some further up there. Here we are entering another community. Very interesting. Right, we're going to go and head to the Ulster Museum now and go and check it out, see what there is to do there and what's the crack is there. So let's go. We are going to go to the museum in a bit. But first, it's lunchtime, we're hungry. St George's Market. Let's go and check it out. This market's cute. You've got live music, got lots of different eating establishments, from paella, baked tatties, breakfast wraps, breakfast muffins as well, burritos, lots of good options. And we're on a burrito that I'm going to try. £6.50 for our burrito, looking good. It's a good portion size, really good burrito. Let's taste it. Excellent stuff, really delicious. Belfast, I am impressed. Right, when we're done here, we're going to go and head to the Ulster Museum, so we'll see you for that. You have Belfast City Hall just further up there. There it is. Right, we're going to go to the Ulster Museum. Let's go. We've made it to the Ulster Museum now. Well, let's go and check it out. You have some of the Botanic Gardens just up there. And you follow it round, you've just got Queen's University. You might be able to just pick it up through the trees over there and across the road. Very nice. And here we are. We're just taking the lift up to the 5th floor, right there, and as you just pan around, your first view you get to that. It's cool. Deadly weapons. Lots of ornaments and artefacts up on the 5th floor. We're going to go and head down to the 4th floor, see what's on there. You also have a gallery up on the top floor as well. Some outfits from the 1920s through there. Got an exhibition, that's where we're going to head. I did also forget to mention that one pretty cool thing about the UK is you go to museums here, they're free. Level 4, more galleries and artwork. On to floor 3 now, with all the interesting stuff. Dinosaurs. It's quite interesting that this Triceratops skull was found in a different place to the rest of the body. Interesting. Pete.
Look at his feet. Look at his goofy little face.
Alright, Pete. He does have real big paws. And then we've got Chambers Cars, which is Chambers Motors Limited, manufacturer of the motor cars in Ireland first. Into the elements. Always quite interesting when the first thing you come across when you walk in is deadly weapons. Cast of a skull of a Tyrannosaurus Rex. With one big skull and sharp teeth. Now we're on to the Ice Age. We've got the tusk of a mammoth. Giant deer. This museum's really interesting. Takes you through science, looking at space, the Ice Age, the rocks, the elements, Spanish Armada, Irish history. Very interesting. Derry Girls reference. We've made it back to the hotel now before we go and head out for our tea. We're going to be heading to an Indian called New Delhi, which isn't too far away from our hotel, which we're staying at the Leonardo Hotel in Belfast City. Ulster Museum, very good, would recommend it. As I said, you've got the Botanic Gardens nearby as well that you can go and check out. We're staying here at the beginning of March, so probably not the most ideal of weather. So we opted not to walk around the Botanic Gardens due to the weather, and also we've done a lot of walking today. Already got our 10,000 steps in. We did go to a nice cafe called Maggie Mae's, and we had a couple of milkshakes. Would highly recommend them. Delicious, very nice, reasonably priced. It was very nice, so I would recommend Maggie Mae's. I've heard good things about their breakfast as well, so if you're in Belfast, do go and check it out. So we're going to go and enjoy our tea in a bit, and then we're going to head to the SSE Arena, and we're going to go and watch the ice hockey before we're going to call it quits, call it a night, and then we'll see what we get up to tomorrow in Belfast, including going to the #1 top tourist attraction in Belfast, which is heading to the Titanic experience and museum that they've got at the docks here. So we'll see you in a bit. In the Indian, got to have the poppadoms. These poppadoms are to die for. Very tasty. Now we're on to our starter. We've got our 2 samosas that we've ordered separate on top of our platter for 2. This looks good. Smells divine. Plate all gone, delicious. And our main, I'm on the Punjabi butter chicken. Got the pulao rice, naan, and shanties over there. Very nice. New Delhi, Belfast, Indian food. If you like it and it's your thing, go and check it out. Absolutely brilliant food. 10 out of 10. So we're here at the SSE Arena. We're going to go and check out the ice hockey, see what it's all about. Let's go. This is exciting. Some away fans coming to take the lead. Equaliser. And that's our time at the ice hockey done. Our first ever experience with ice hockey. It's my first time ever watching ice hockey. So I didn't film too much because I genuinely just wanted to see what ice hockey was all about and whether I enjoyed it. And it was a very unusual experience. A lot more aggressive, a lot faster paced than what I was expecting. But nonetheless, very entertaining and very exciting. Belfast did fall 1-0 behind and came back with an emphatic victory, 5-1. So well done to the Belfast Giants there. They play Coventry again tomorrow. Unfortunately, we'll be on our flight, so we won't be able to check out the second game. I think it's their second game that they're playing with each other, but certainly a feisty affair. So we are going to go and check out the Titanic experience in the Titanic Museum tomorrow when we do get up. So I will see you again in the morning.
The next day.
Good morning, guys, from Belfast. So Leonardo Hotel, Belfast City, highly would recommend. It's a fantastic hotel, nice and spacious, beds are comfy, all showered and fresh and feeling good. Would highly recommend if you are in Belfast. Got this on a really good deal as well, costing for a Friday night £82. So fantastic deal. So today's plan, we're going to go and head to the Titanic Museum and Experience and showcase what there is to do around there. Plan from there, as we are flying back tonight, is we're just going to head around Belfast city centre, do a bit of shopping, have a look around some shops, and just see what is happening with that as well. So I'll take you guys with me every single step of the way. So next time you see me, we will be at the Titanic Museum and Experience. Let's go! Also printing my ticket off at home, QR code at the ready. Let's go. And here we are. Let's go in. And here we have Titanic. And I'm just gonna JSGC Belfast. Done. Let's go in. Nice building. We're just gonna go into the Titanic Experience. Just over there.
Belfast is private, not just a shipboat.
Neither of us will ever be privileged to travel in such magnificent surroundings. Well, that's another day done, James. The White Star Line is the jewel of the Atlantic services.
Before the gentleman retired to talk, his lordship was talking about the largest dry dock in Belfast. Enormous gantries, a dry dock built for a ship that hadn't even been built yet.
When he is in service, he keeps it himself, James.
Sorry, Sir Harrison. They didn't say anything precise. I was merely speculating.
Ship's hard ride.
Boilermakers, cabinet makers. I even learned a bit about French policy off it. Harlow's is a fine place to work, but dangerous. Every ship costs a life, and there'd be lots of injuries besides. I was in the engine works for a while. Very well equipped it was. That's where we built the triple expansion engines. 2 of them, each as high as a 3-story house. I worked in the frame bending shop. You'd heat steel beams in the furnace, then hook them onto slabs of cast iron and hammer them curved. It was skilled work. You had to bend them more than you needed because the frame straightened out a little when it cooled.
Titanic will launch there.
She was preceded by a considerable weight of expectation. The White Star Line had constructed a massive deep-water ocean boat, covering almost 60 acres of dredge to
All the nights were burning, and you could see that she was going down. Then, quiet, and quicker, you seemed just to fly away over the surface. He's gone. And so, presently about 1:30, silence. A personal friend of mine. So on the morning of the day of the tragedy, we picked the signals. The SOS had just recently come into practice. But prior to that,
skipper, so it meant that if they were lost or stolen...
That's the Titanic experience all done. Very interesting to learn about all the hard work that went into building the Titanic. Very interesting to see some of the artefacts towards the end as well, including the life vest. There's only 12 of them left in the world, and that's one of them, which is a very rare item to have your hands on. So I found that very interesting. You are in Belfast and you've got a spare few hours. Go and check it out. Right, we're going to go and head into Belfast city centre now. Go and have a little shop around, have a look around, see what's going on. So let's go. I think it's a sister ship of the Titanic that's in dock that you can go and check out, that's included with your ticket for the Titanic experience. And a lot of the features that are in the sister ship was on the Titanic as well. So a little bit like a real life experience of walking onto what the Titanic would have been like. Just have a walk around. It's pretty cool. Let's have a look at the
Big discussions on Paris to show up in American ballrooms.
second class. Very interesting. This is well cool. As I said, it's including your Titanic experience ticket, so come and check it out. SS Nomadic. See you later, SS Nomadic. And we're going to go and head now into Belfast City. We're going to miss our glider. Farewell, glider. Going to M&S Cafe, having a hot chocolate, some tea and cake. And we're going for a tuna and cheese toasty for lunch. Looks very delicious. I can also confirm that cake is delicious as well. We're in the shopping centre. It does have a big glass dome roof, which has a viewing observation deck at the top that you can go to free of charge. And gives you some city views. Into a nice day. There's Cave Hill over there. We've made it to Belfast International Airport now, which does mean it is home time. So, a couple of thoughts on Belfast. Firstly, Ulster Museum, St George's Market, we did yesterday, went to the Ice Hockey 2, fully would recommend, absolutely fantastic. Today, went to the Titanic Museum and also went around shopping. If you've been anywhere in the UK, there's nothing unique about Belfast in terms of the shopping. And Titanic experience was very busy. I'd recommend going. It's obviously the #1 tourist attraction here in Belfast, but very busy, so just bear that in mind. So, I'd like to thank you guys for watching, much appreciated. We'll be back with more content for you guys to look forward to. Do go and check out all my other videos too, if you so wish. I will see you all again real soon for the next video. So I've been JSGC Vlogs. Don't forget to like the video, leave your thoughts in the comments below, and do subscribe. Thank you for watching. Peace. Ciao for now.
And they are some of the things that I do over on the JSGC Vlogs channel, which you can go and check out. Links and details, they are in the description. Right, guys, we are 40 likes away from 100 likes. And we've got some score predictions in the live chat. Trevor going for a 3-1 victory today for City. I'm going 3-1. I've seen that Liverpool team, that back line. It's weak. Manchester City win today, 3-1. You've heard it here first at Anfield. The Geezer Dan, thanks for tuning in. Says no excuses here for City. They've got a lot of players missing. Liverpool, City, put them to the sword. Daniel going 2-2 draw. Shark, thanks for tuning in. All the way from Abu Dhabi going for a 3-1 victory today for Manchester City. Raheem going for a 2-0 victory to Manchester City as well. Keith, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Andrew says, need to put this game to bed early. I agree with that. Attack Liverpool, score early goals. I think City have got to be pushing here and going for 2 or 3 goals before half-time. That's what it's going to take, I think, to win this game at Anfield. Julia, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. I believe today is the day that Manchester City beat Liverpool. I do. Manchester City have swapped Liverpool around. Kyle Walker said in the build-up to this, he's going to swap them teams if he's able to. And he is, as you've got the new Anfield Road, second tier, upper tier, all open. There's a reduced allocation for Manchester City, as all away fans have got at Anfield this season. I presume that they're going to put that allocation up next season. We'll have to wait and see. I think City are winning today. I'm going 3-1 Manchester City. Dad, thanks for tuning in, going for a 1-1. I look at that Liverpool back line. I think Man City are capable of beating them. I do have some concerns. No Ruben Dias starting. I'd preferred for him to have started going through the centre for City today. Would have meant Manuel Akanji, I think he deserves to start this game. Would have been undeserving not to start this game, but I'd have gone with undeserving and Akanji not to start and gone with Diaz. I'd have preferred Kovacic over Alvarez for some midfield control, but here we are. Rightio then, we've had You'll Never Walk Alone playing on the tannoys. We're ready and set for kickoff. Liverpool playing in all red today, taking on Manchester City, playing in their home shirts of sky blue shirts, white shorts, and sky blue socks. City attacking from right to left. Liverpool attacking from left to right. It's Liverpool that's got us underway. They've launched the ball forward and dealt with by Manchester City. Ederson will just send this long. So don't forget, leave a thumbs up, that would be much appreciated. 38 likes away from 100 likes. Do subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Do go and check out today's video sponsor, SofaScore. Links and details there in the description and also in the live chat. Ederson put under pressure from Szoboszlai. He'll send that long. Virgil Van Dijk will deal with that. Some rules for you guys, remember. No spoiling it for others. No bad language, things like that, just the general rules. And that's pretty much it. Have a good time, enjoy ourselves. We're at Anfield. It's a huge Premier League clash. Liverpool going toe-for-toe with Manchester City. Hopefully today's the day we can win at Anfield with fans for the first time in over 20 years. I've only ever known City win at Anfield once with fans. I think that was all the way back in 2003. We did win during the COVID season here as well. Phil Foden on fire that day. It's a great ball from Rodri, and De Bruyne here on the right-hand side. Goes to Foden in the penalty area, and it's a good tackle from Virgil van Dijk. Really well read by Virgil van Dijk, that. And Liverpool can just get that ball clear, and Kyle Walker will mop that up nicely. That's good all-round play. Good football from Manchester City, and good play and defending from Liverpool as well. Come to expect no less, really, here. Here's Manuel Akanji. Wow, it's a good pass into space. Here's De Bruyne now to Foden. City exchanging some passes very nicely here. Here's Bernardo Silva. He's got Alvarez in a bit of space here. Alvarez has a shot. Kelleher saves and gathers it up at the second attempt. Good stuff from Manchester City. Really good, positive, bright start. Good stuff. City looking for that space. City clearly looking for early goals here. Kansar sends it long. Too long. Above everybody. Ederson will mop that up. Remember, no Konate. No Alexander-Arnold. No Robertson. No Salah. No Jota. Big blows for Liverpool. Alvarez then to Bernardo. Looks like that's gone out of play for a throw into City, and here's a throw into City. coming off Conor Bradley, former Bolton loanee last season. Big step up that from League One football to playing in the Premier League and playing against Manchester City, the treble winners from last season. Kyle Walker then to John Stones. Back to Kyle Walker. Liverpool just trying to put a squeeze onto Manchester City with no success. Here's John Stones to Kyle Walker. And Walker's going to get dispossessed here. Gomez then just sends a ball over the top looking for Darwin Nunez, and Ederson will mop that up very nicely. As I said, guys, don't forget, let me know where you're tuning in from today and your score predictions. I'm going 3-1 City due to Liverpool's weakened back line. Here's Alvarez then up against Conor Bradley. Harvey Elliott coming over to try and keep in company. City work it through the centre. Bernardo to Rodri. Rodri just floats one across to Phil Foden. He gets into space here. Here's De Bruyne. He goes across and goes too deep there. Alvarez should mop that up, and does mop that up, and gives the ball to Nathan Ake. Here is Rodri then for City. He's got De Bruyne in a little bit of space on the right-hand side. There's too much on that, and goes out and play for a goal kick. Good idea that from City, but a little bit too much on the ball forward there from Rodrigo. That'll be a goal kick to Liverpool, and it remains 0-0 here at Anfield between Liverpool and Manchester City. Our bus hasn't been attacked today, by the way. All Liverpool fans were lined up on the streets waiting for a warm welcome for Manchester City. Manchester City and the Liverpool team bus as well decided that they're going to use an alternative route, not the route that's going through the fans, and there has been no bother with the team bus today. Liverpool were told to keep their fans on best behaviour, as Manchester City were really unhappy about their bus, not for the first time, getting smashed up on entrance into Anfield by the fans, throwing bottles, flares and things into the bus. Phil Foden just loses his foot in there, and Endo does well there to mop up, and Kyle Walker steps forward, and that will be a free kick to Liverpool. There's a foul there on Szoboszlai from Kyle Walker. Through 5 minutes, 0-0. Liverpool just work it backwards. Endo to Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk back to Endo. Back to Van Dijk. He works it across to Quansah. Big game for him today. And for Conor Bradley, who's got the ball now up against Nathan Ake. He slips, and that goes out of play for, it looked like a throw into City. Ake thought it was a throw into City as well. Not given. Goes to Liverpool. Mac Allister works it back now into Liverpool's half. Here is Virgil van Dijk. Works that into midfield. Szoboszlai to Gomez. Endo then to Quansah. Can't find Harvey Elliott, but does find Conor Bradley. And that gets dinked over. Should be mopped up by Akanji, and is. And not the best of passes out from Ederson, and John Stones does well just to kind of mop that up and get a ball clear there for City. Liverpool do end up coming away with possession, but could have been a lot worse that for City. Here's Conor Bradley then. Works the ball back to Quansah. And goes all the way back to Kelleher in goal. No Allison as well, of course, for Liverpool as well. Another blow. So they're missing 5 or 6 key players, as West Ham's just found a really big goal with huge implications down at the bottom of the table, as it's now 2-2. And that's a big blow that for Burnley. West Ham finding an equaliser at the London Stadium. Walker then works the ball to Ederson. Ederson sends it long, looking for De Bruyne. Headed clear, and the loose second ball mopped up by Liverpool. John Stones should win that in the air, and does. Alvarez can't mop that up, and Bernardo Silva gets his foot onto it. Nathan Ake then looks for Bernardo, and Liverpool looking to try and put that pressing game in play. And Conor Bradley does well to get a throw-in off Bernardo Silva, and the Liverpool fans getting involved. Now they're encouraged. It was a bright first 3 or 4 minutes for City, and Liverpool have just started to grow into the game. Not yet managed to create an opportunity. Only been one opportunity of the game so far, which has fallen to Manchester City. Julian Alvarez with an effort saved by Kelleher. Comfortable save for Kelleher. And here's City now looking for the counter-attack. Haaland to Alvarez. He's got the overlap of De Bruyne. De Bruyne just goes for the back post, and he's caught in 2 minds. Not the best of balls for that from Kevin De Bruyne. It looks like he was torn between having a shot and crossing the ball there, and in the end just kind of does neither. I just knocked my ring light over, so I'll just put that back up. Apologies for that. I just kicked it under my desk. There we go, back up. Yeah, I'm not too sure what De Bruyne were looking for there. He's not a million miles away from sneaking the ball, and De Bruyne has a shot again. And a good save from Kelleher. As Julian Alvarez shows... I didn't think Alvarez fouled Conor Bradley there. Not for me. So a good bright start this for City. Seamus says City need to score with all this good play. I agree. Tui boy, thanks for tuning in. Now, 33 likes away from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Do subscribe as well. De Bruyne then stinging the hands of Allison in goal. Here is John Stones then to Rodri. Rodri finds Foden up against Gomez. Foden just... he's so good. Goes with the ball across there, and I don't think Conor Bradley knew. He never got a shout. He didn't know what was behind him, so he just sensibly puts it out for a corner. But wow, Phil Foden there just made a mug of Joe Gomez. Really did. 9 minutes in here at Anfield. 0-0. Manchester City encouraged. Looking good. I am happy with the bright start City have made. Some defending for Liverpool to do then. Haaland forward, Akanji forward, Ake forward, Alvarez, ball into the box. Liverpool do enough to get it clear. Weren't the most convincing of bits of defending, but it's enough as Darwin Nunez felt like he'd been fouled by Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva just have a run. He's got a bit of freedom here. On the right-hand side, finds Foden to Stones. Foden just works it backwards. Here's Akanji then. Finds Nathan Ake. Here is Julian Alvarez, and it's not the best of touches from Alvarez, and that goes out, and that'll be a throw-in. Conor Bradley looked like he were ready to confront Pep Guardiola there. Ball goes out for a throw-in. Here's Ederson then. Through the first 10 minutes there at Anfield, it's been pretty comfortable for City so far. 0-0. Here's Rodri then to John Stones. Back to Rodri. He just sends a ball to the right-hand side. Controlled well by Kyle Walker. Here's Akanji. The Liverpool whistles ringing out around Anfield. Don't like Man City having the possession. Liverpool just sitting off City at the moment. Rodri just pivots around Darwin Nunez and gives the ball to Akanji. Here is Akanji then. Finds Phil Foden. Tries to play a first-time ball forward from the right wing looking for Erling Haaland. Haaland had just dropped into space and dropped deeper, which meant not on the same wavelength there, and it's an incomplete pass for Manchester City, and Kelleher mops that up for Liverpool. Here is Quansah then. He could... shows a little bit too much of that to Kevin De Bruyne, and to be fair to the young lad, does well to find the pass back to Kelleher. Liverpool just launch it long. Kyle Walker does well for retaining possession there. He was under pressure from Luis Diaz and from Szoboszlai. Here is John Stones then to Rodri. It's a good pass from Rodri. Szoboszlai out of position. Kyle Walker just burst forward for City. Here is Rodri. Does well. Finds Ake on the left-hand side. Here's Alvarez. Alvarez then to Bernardo. Alvarez goes down. Free kick for City. No advantage being played by the referee there. He's just clattered Julian Alvarez just after he played the pass. I think I'd have preferred to have had the free kick, to be honest. Here's John Stones, under pressure from Mac Allister, finds Akanji. It's a good pass from Akanji. Here is De Bruyne, tries to find Haaland. It looked like Haaland had just gone a little bit early there, looked offside, but because the ball was incomplete, the flag doesn't need to go up. Erling Haaland only been offside once in the Premier League this season, which is a very surprising statistic. He would have been offside there, though. Manchester City dominating the early play first 12 minutes. City had nearly 60% of the ball. Liverpool with just 42%. No efforts on goal from Liverpool so far. Manchester City with 2 efforts, 2 on target, but no goals as of yet. Kevin De Bruyne testing the hands of Kelleher. Alvarez testing Kelleher, and seen De Bruyne go over cross-come shot, go past the far post as well. Has been the opportunities in this game so far. But it is 0-0. Man City haven't capitalised on a couple of good opportunities so far, and Liverpool probably going to look to try and just calm this down a little bit. Not so used to Liverpool going through phases of the game. First 15 minutes been prime Liverpool time for them to find the early opening goals, but it's just not happened as of yet. No real efforts on goal. maybe that might be about to change. Van Dijk, good ball forward, finds Connor Bradley, and Bradley drives, and not too far away there. Again, I think it might like the De Bruyne situation before. I don't know if he's going for a shot on goal there. Miles wide would have been better if he was going on an effort on goal, cutting and going on his left foot. I think he was looking for Darwin Nunez. I think it was more of a low cross rather than an effort on goal. Anyway, it just drives across the box. Darwin Nunez sliding in there, trying to grab the goal. He's far away, and he just clatters himself, his midsection, his ribs, into the post there. Ouch! Couldn't stop himself. It might have hit his leg. That's a hit, that, from Darwin Nunez. Jurgen Klopp trying to get the Liverpool fans going. Here is Harvey Elliott then for Liverpool. Ball given away by Manchester City. Here is Endo. Gives the ball to Joe Gomez. Just been forced backwards. Here is Virgil van Dijk. Mac Allister now finds Connor Bradley. Back to Mac Allister. He finds Quansah. Here is Joe Gomez. And Liverpool happy to have a little bit of possession here. Being forced back by Manchester City. And Erling Haaland looking to try and put Kelleher under a little bit of pressure. Here's Van Dijk now. Finds a pass to Connor Bradley. Does well to keep that in. Does well to find the pass. All the way back to Van Dijk though. And Liverpool have to go through Kelleher once more. He just sends one long there. And Nathan Ake slips. As did Connor Bradley. Here's Harvey Elliott then. Finds Darwin Nunez. He goes cross-field here, and if Liverpool could have got a touch there, could have been an opportunity. Szoboszlai couldn't get it under control. Luis Diaz will mop that up on the left. Here's Joe Gomez. Liverpool have a chance here to commit everyone forward. Here is Mac Allister now. Important for Manchester City just to defend properly and sensibly here. Here is Nunez into a little bit of space. Has a shot and off target, and I think the offside flag gone up against Nunez there. Black Rose, thanks for tuning in, much appreciated. Adioe, thanks for tuning in, much appreciated as well. As we're now 28 likes away from 100 likes, guys. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Do subscribe as well if you're new around here, and check out today's video sponsor, SofaScore. Links and details there in the description and in the live chat as Liverpool go with another ball across, and this time meets the head of Darwin Nunez, but it's behind him and it goes wide of goal and out for a goal kick. Liverpool fans once more getting encouraged by this. Well, we've seen Manchester City probably dominate the first 10 minutes. Liverpool probably dominated the last 6 minutes or so. So was maybe just starting to see a little bit of that phase game that I was speaking about before, where I'm so used to Liverpool dominating first 15, 20 minutes. It's very high energy, push, 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 grab that opening goal. Liverpool, I think, maybe surprised by City's approach that we might have maybe just spent the first 10 minutes just trying to suss Liverpool out, but we hadn't. We chose to attack them. We've not come away with a goal, and now Liverpool have started to settle themselves into the game a little bit more, and it's seen a fair amount of their attackers having to drop into space to receive and see a fair bit of the ball, but what you're seeing is good use in particular of fullback Connor Bradley getting into space. So you're seeing Harvey Elliott sit a little bit deeper and Connor Bradley trying to go either out on the right-hand side, out wide, or cut more through the middle. Here's Nathan Ake then, finds Rodri. Good feet that by Rodri, finds the pass as well. John Stones finds Kevin De Bruyne, a little bit of space, turns Szoboszlai. He's got Phil Foden further ahead of him, plays a good pass to Foden, keeps himself onside here. Here is Foden, he might fancy himself a shot there. It's a good block and could fall nicely for Alvarez. He finds a pass to Foden, couldn't sort his feet out, and that will allow Liverpool to get that clear. And they get a good clearance on that because they find Harvey Elliott further upfield, and Liverpool now choose to have a bit of possession. And here's Liverpool turning defence into attack, and Kyle Walker steps forward, and that's mopped up well by Manchester City, and referee blows the whistle, says there was a free kick. City not happy about that. Liverpool fans not happy about that. Felt like it was a cynical foul from Walker and want him into the book. Referee says free kick, nothing more. Let's have a look. It's slightly late from Walker. There isn't too much in it, I don't think. There's minimal in it. Minimal in it. Free kick, yeah. Oh, it's nothing more. There's Walker just Walker diving in. Didn't need to. Here's Harvey Elliott. Finds Mac Allister now. Here's Quansah. Mac Allister. That's a little push off his fellow countryman, Julian Alvarez. Oh, that's good play from Liverpool. Here's Darwin Nunez then. He's in. Squares it across. Opening goal. There it is. Offside flag up. Against Liverpool. It was Luis Diaz poking that home. VAR will have a look at it, which is why they keep the flag down. Get a little wag of the finger there from Luis Diaz. Let's have a look. I think it was Darwin Nunez in the build-up that was offside. I think he'd not timed his run. It's a very easy offside there. Is that a yard offside? A little warning sign that for Manchester City, though. Correct decision. And that's what City just need to be wary of. Confirmed offside. I said he was about a yard offside there. Here is Manuel Akanji then for Manchester City. Finds Nathan Ake. City just struggling to kind of get out their own third at the moment. They're just knocking passes around, and then it gets to the point where they need to try and find that killer thread. And then they give the ball away like Rodri does there, giving away high up there, and City slipping and sliding challenges coming in from all over the place. And in the end, Nathan Ake can get that clear for City and actually finds a bit of space for Alvarez, and he's tackled by Conor Bradley. And City just kind of getting penned in. City just need to try and grab this game by the scruff of the neck. You know, these situations, they happen at Anfield. The pitch is notoriously a little bit smaller than everywhere else. We need to try and push ourselves higher upfield. This is where I could do with someone like Jack Grealish. It looked like it went out of play for a throw-in, not given. You know, someone who's just good at buying a free kick that just helps us slow the pace of the game down. And, you know, Liverpool want to play at such a quick, frantic pace. City just want control. And there's been spells in the last 10 minutes where City, I don't think, have had too much control on the game. And just buying a free kick in a good area just helps just take the sting away. Liverpool's back line's got to drop a little bit deeper. Here's Bernardo then. Finds Nathan Ake. He finds a pass forward. Bernardo knows he's offside, so he doesn't chase after it. And here's Conor Bradley. And the offside flag does go up against Bernardo Silva. I mean, Bernardo Silva weren't active in that then. Anyway, we're through the first 21 minutes. City just 17% possession in the last 5 minutes. Sean Stones can't get that under control. That's good work from Bernardo. That's good work from Haaland. Here's De Bruyne. Finds his pass to Alvarez. He has De Bruyne further ahead of him, but Quansah deals with that and puts it out of play for a throw-in. That's good stuff from City, though. Yeah, City just taking the time here. Happy just have a bit of a breather. Ake then with the throw-in, gives it to Rodri. Back to Nathan Ake. Here's Akanji. Walker now to Rodri. Goes cross field, looking for Foden. Finds Foden. Lovely touch from Foden. Up against Gomez. Plays a pass across to Rodri. Is Nathan Ake now. City just feel like they're being rushed coming in from that midfield press from Liverpool. Here's Foden. Tries to drill a ball across the penalty area. Gomez just gets his heel onto that and out of play for a throw into City on the right-hand side. Again, City just happy to take their time. Here's Rodri then. Finds Nathan Ake. Alvarez. Finds Bernardo. Bernardo in the penalty area. Just floats one across looking for Haaland. And, you know, it's good defending from Virgil van Dijk. He's asking his defenders, where's the talking? You fancy Liverpool's organisation at the back. It's makeshift. They really need that leadership of Virgil van Dijk. He reads that really well. And heads out of play. Erling Haaland's right behind Van Dijk, ready to nod that in if he makes a meal of that. Corner then for City. De Bruyne takes. He goes low and in. I think. Yes. Oh, John Stones. Kevin De Bruyne goes with the low corner in. And it's the former Everton man, John Stones. Pulls the ball into the back of the net. It takes everyone by surprise. It takes me by surprise. But Manchester City lead at Anfield. Oh, wow. Absolutely brilliant. KDB. And it's the Rolls Royce of the midfielder, John Stones. He reads it quick. Pops it in the net. And Manchester City 1-0 up here at Anfield. You're not hearing things. Oh, it's so clever. Oh, it's so smart from Manchester City. It's brilliant. It's such a smart, clever goal. It reminds me of Trent Alexander-Arnold's corner against Barcelona. It's just so smart, quick, low, near post, straight from the training ground. In it goes, and it's read by John Stones. It's been worked on in training, that from Manchester City. It's smart, that from City. Really smart. Gary Neville were going on about VAR checks. No VAR checks. Goal stands. There was no pushing or shoving going on or blocking off or obstructions or anything in that penalty area. Mac Allister doesn't read the situation with Julian Alvarez and just leaves John Stones unmarked. Right. It's important now that Manchester City don't just switch off. They keep going. Keep pushing. We need a second goal. Don't forget, guys, please do leave a thumbs up. We're winning at Anfield. We're 27 likes away from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Do subscribe. And also don't forget to go and check out today's video sponsor, SofaScore. Links and details, they are in the live chat in the description. And you can also use the QR code on screen, which you... Look at my hand out. It's here. There we go. You can use the QR code as well. And that'll take you to the download page to download the free SofaScore app. Kelleher then goes to Virgil van Dijk. Here is Endo, back to Virgil van Dijk. Your fancy City are probably going to need 2 or 3 if we are to win today. Kelleher sends it long. Akanji. Oh, well, this is a mess from City. And Luis Diaz into the penalty area. Oh, John Stones and Ederson just about gets there. And City can scramble that clear. And offside flag goes up in the end. That was a bit of a mess, that, from Manchester City. Not capitalised upon by Liverpool. I do wonder, City being ahead now, how long it will be before we see Mo Salah. He is on the bench, as is Andy Robertson. 2 big absences for Liverpool today. I can't imagine if this is the same at half-time. It won't be too long into the second half when you do get to see them, to be honest. Ederson then goes low, finds Foden well. De Bruyne can't find Foden on the receiving pass, though, and Liverpool can have possession once more. Here is Gomez. Kelleher to Van Dijk. Here is Quansah to Kelleher. Force long. Akanji does well against Nunez there. John Stones just hooks it towards Mac Allister. He'll intercept that. And he's happy to find the pass here to Luis Diaz. Up against Walker. Oh, he turns Walker, and Walker does well to get a foot in, and Foden gets it clear and finds Alvarez, and he's got De Bruyne and Haaland to go at. Can't find the pass, and that's a good sliding interception there from Virgil van Dijk. Again, he just construct... Everything's been dictated for at the back by Liverpool by Virgil van Dijk. Everything. Here is Mac Allister now. Goes to Luis Diaz. Good tackle that from City. Bernardo Silva gets a free kick for City. Good stuff. Slow it down. Slow it down. So, Manchester City leading at Anfield. Table as it stands, we might not have as strong a goal difference as Liverpool or Arsenal, but we do sit on top of the Premier League as it stands, and for the next 3 weeks, if this stays the same, Manchester City will sit on top of the Premier League. Still plenty of football to be played before we start getting too carried away. I'd like the assurance of a second goal, to be honest. I think City are going to need 3 at least, I think, to win this game today. But we're 1-0 up, and that's good. Michael Oliver tells City to hurry up. City hack the ball clear through Bernardo Silva, mopped up by Liverpool. Gomez gives it to Van Dijk, gets it back from Van Dijk. Back to Virgil Van Dijk. We're through 29 minutes, and we're still yet to really get Erling Haaland involved in the game at the Mo. Van Dijk then finds Szoboszlai dropping into space. City doing a lot of running. Liverpool's possession game has increased quite a lot over the last 15 minutes or so. Yeah, it's City that's come away with a goal. Long ball forward then, cut off by Kyle Walker. Here is Rodri, finds De Bruyne and Endo, steps in front of Kevin De Bruyne and makes the interception. Here is Quensah then to Harvey Elliott. Goes to Endo. Here's Van Dijk. Plays a good ball forward there to Luis Diaz. Here's Szoboszlai. To Mac Allister. Bit of space for him to work with. Finds Conor Bradley on the right. Here is Darwin Nunez. Back to Mac Allister. Harvey Elliott. City just doing well, forcing Liverpool back. Here's Van Dijk. Liverpool just... Yeah. Luis Diaz just works it back to Quensah, and no outlet there for Liverpool on that left-hand side. Kelleher then finds Virgil van Dijk. Endo to Quensah. Harvey Elliott now just giving the ball. Liverpool knocking the ball around, but not really going anywhere as of yet. And Harvey Elliott now can drive Liverpool forward. Cuts inside. Runs into traffic. Does well to find a pass to Joe Gomez, though. Here is Luis Diaz now on the left. Back to Joe Gomez. He's going to go cross-field here, looking for Conor Bradley. Does really well. Liverpool on the outside of the City penalty area here. Ball comes into the box. Header one and over the top of the crossbar. Liverpool's best chance of the game so far. Szoboszlai probably be disappointed not to find the target there. It's a good ball from Harvey Elliott. I don't know who were picking up the runner there for City. It's just acres of space for Szoboszlai. He probably has more time than he thinks and just gets over the top of it. That was a chance. Ederson sends it long for City. Finds Alvarez. Can't find Haaland. Liverpool through 2 passes. A forward here. Conor Bradley. And Kyle Walker nearly gets the interception. Only as far as Szoboszlai again. Guilty of that good chance missed for Liverpool then. Conor Bradley to Mac Allister. Back to Conor Bradley once more. Liverpool's runners come in, not used, so they have to work it back. And Virgil van Dijk has the ball now. Work first time to Luis Diaz. Here's Gomez under pressure from Walker. He just kind of shoves him to the ground there. Referee says play on. Phil Foden can come forward here for City. Under pressure from Endo, and Endo does really well. I know it's raining in Liverpool and the surface will be a little bit greasy, but we've seen a lot of the players falling over here. Gomez gets surrounded out by Rodri, and that'll be a throw into Liverpool. No nonsense, that from Rodri is like, that's going no further, it's going out of play. Throwing them for Liverpool. Manchester City know that they are roughly around 12 minutes away plus whatever's to be added on from half-time and a lead at Anfield. Here is Conor Bradley. He's looked like he wanted to go with an early ball. Darwin Nunez wanted the early ball, and the early ball never came. Here is Joe Gomez then to Nunez. Little chip comes in. Bernardo Silva does well. De Bruyne under pressure. Oh, he does well to find Foden there. And hope we could do with... Going before with City, could do just finding a bit of respite. They're just being rushed by Liverpool and giving balls away in silly areas. And Conor Bradley has a shot, and Ederson sliding manages to keep that in play. And not a cheap corner given away to Liverpool. Okay, City just need to try and slow it down. Kyle Walker gives the instruction now, just slow it down a little bit. Stop rushing. Don't need to do loads of one-touch football, dangerous one-touch football around our own penalty area. And if you are in any doubt, just whack it clear. Here's John Stones. Gives the ball to Rodri. Worked really well by Rodri into Kyle Walker. There's the pass. Bernardo then finds Foden. Here's Foden driving City forward. Finds the pass to Haaland. Oh, it's a good touch from Haaland into the penalty area. He's tackled, and that's out for a corner. Haaland frustrated there. Virgil Van Dijk. Again, good defending from Virgil Van Dijk. I always say I try and be as unbiased as I can on this channel. There aren't many players out there who I think would be of a good fit for Manchester City, who would improve our squad, but Virgil van Dijk's definitely one of them players. He's an outstanding defender. Does a good job on Erling Haaland there. But, corner Manchester City. Haaland is forward. Foden to take. Comes in towards Ake. Headed clear. I think it was Quansah that gets that here. Clear. Here is Bernardo Silva. Looks for that crossfield pass looking for Phil Foden, and Joe Gomez does well. Gets his head onto that, out for a throw into Manchester City. Roughly 10 minutes remaining here of the first half at Anfield. Manchester City leading by 1-0 thanks to a goal from John Stones. Throw in for Manchester City then. Kyle Walker trots over to take. Man City just taking their time. I'm sure the Liverpool fans will argue that it's Man City time wasting. Kyle Walker then. Got Phil Foden, De Bruyne to go at. Gives the ball to Foden. Here's De Bruyne. Not the best of passes from De Bruyne. Phil Foden frustrated there from the pass from De Bruyne. He wanted it back there, Phil Foden. Doesn't get in. It goes out of play for a throw-in. Liverpool and Gomez to take the throw-in on the edge of their own penalty area. Sent long by Gomez, looking for Darwin Nunez. Headed clear by Manchester City, and Erling Haaland finds De Bruyne. De Bruyne with the shot. And just wide. Is that taking a deflection? I think it might have. Corner Manchester City. These are the chances, guys. These are the chances. Takes a big deflection in the end, and could have gone anywhere, that. Could have gone absolutely anywhere. It's Conor Bradley it came off. Out for a corner for City, this time on the other side, and De Bruyne going to come over. Last corner we had from De Bruyne led to that Manchester City goal, and his assist for John Stones. Akanji forward. Stones forward again. De Bruyne then whips one in. It's deep, headed clear, only as far as Phil Foden on the edge of the penalty area. Here's Bernardo now. Finds John Stones, finds Phil Foden now. Conor Bradley gets his foot onto that and out for a throw into Manchester City. It's the right area of the pitch where we want the ball. Walker comes over to take the throw in. More time being wasted by Manchester City. Kyle Walker then. Throws it and finds Julian Alvarez, and that goes out of play for a throw-in. Again, going back to Man City, just feel like they're being rushed by Liverpool. Just need to play the normal game. I know we're at Anfield, and I know that we're ahead, but just play your normal game. Don't need to do anything silly. Here's Bernardo now. Finds John Stones. Here is Nathan Ake. Back to Johnny Stones. He works it out to Akanji at the back. He's got Kyle Walker for company on the right. Uses Kyle Walker. Rodri's going to drop into a bit of space. City just being forced back here by Liverpool. Rodri does well. Finds Nathan Ake. Here's Alvarez. Back to Nathan Ake. And Liverpool can surround that out and can get it back to the keeper so they can clear the lines here, which Kelleher has no obligation in doing. Sent long. Rodri wins the header. Finds Alvarez. Can't find De Bruyne. Szoboszlai will get that under control, and Endo will play the pass forward. That looked offside against Darwin Nunez. Not given, so Manchester City have some defending to do here. Here is Harvey Elliott with the shot, and a good block by John Stones. Only as far as Conor Bradley. Puts the ball into the box, headed clear by Manuel Akanji. And here's Luis Diaz up against Kyle Walker. Work back to Endo. He's got a bit of space here, Endo. Finds a good pass into Harvey Elliott, and that's a good tackle from City. And De Bruyne finds Haaland. He's one-on-one here with Virgil van Dijk. Erling Haaland is here. What a battle this is. Haaland! Oh, he skips past Van Dijk, gets his shot away. It's a battle for the ages, that, isn't it? Erling Haaland up against Virgil van Dijk. Haaland does get the better of Van Dijk. Haaland has a big smile on his face. Gets past Van Dijk but doesn't get a clean shot away, so Kelleher can make the save. It's good work from Erling Haaland. It's actually good defending from Van Dijk. He never really lets Haaland get any real space. He has to go with the shot onto his stronger left foot, but it's straight at the keeper. It's a good football match. I'm enjoying this. Here's Luis Diaz to Joe Gomez. Work back to Quansah at the back. Here is Conor Bradley then for Liverpool. Gives it to Mac Allister. Rightio then into the final 5 minutes or so, plus whatever's to be added on for the first half. Dinked forward here, and Ederson, good goalkeeping, gets there ahead of Darwin Nunez just about. I tell you what, Darwin Nunez didn't have the best of seasons last season, first season for Liverpool, but has looked sharper and better this season. Here's Alvarez then. On the left-hand side, finds Bernardo Silva. Here is Rodri. To Akanji, back to Rodri. He can't find his ball over the top looking for Bernardo. Harvey Elliott gets his head onto that and can play a ball forward. That's great defending from Akanji. Do you know what? I said I had my reservations about Akanji going through the middle, but first 41 minutes here, Akanji's looked top notch. For some reason, we get the best out of Manuel Akanji, don't we? Business end of the season. I'm going to start calling him Mr. End of the Season. Oh, apologies. I've not been changing the score. Sorry, guys. Yeah, 1-0 Manchester City. I even had it highlighted. Changed it on the title. Not changed it on here, but it is 1-0 Manchester City. Yeah, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Much appreciated, everybody. Mancunian Way, thanks for tuning in. And shot comes in and just wide from Liverpool. Mancunian Way, thanks for tuning in. It says, hey, Jay, hope you're well. Just wanted to come on and say hello, mate. My heart can't take it. It's a stressful game. You know, so much on the line here. Permutations couldn't be higher. It's a ground that we don't have much look at. It's a team we don't have much look against, but got it sorted. Seamus says, Walker in trouble with Luis Diaz running at him. It's not a good... I don't think Kyle Walker's had the best of games so far for City. Lydia, thanks for tuning in. Bojack, thanks for tuning in. Larissa, thanks for tuning in. N and Andy and Allison, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Apologies for not changing the score. Sorry, guys. I'm so fixated on the game. I have a role and a responsibility to do. Apologies, guys. Luis Diaz brings Foden down there. Free kick City. Now, going on about how much Darwin Nunez has improved for Liverpool this season. Phil Foden's never been that bad for City. In fact, rather good. But he's just hit another level, I think, this season. Phil Foden, he's been nothing short of outstanding. I think he's one of the players of the season. Here's City then. Through John Stones. Finds Akanji. Again, rushing themselves. They don't need to. Stones has got time here. He's asking, where's the help? Finds Ake. Work to Alvarez on the left. To Ake once more. Here's Rodri. I've not minded Julian Alvarez out on the left, you know. Out wide. Obviously no Jack Grealish today. And Jeremy Doku on the bench. Just coming back from, I think, an injury. And Alvarez can't play his pass forward. And Van Dijk will mop that up. Harvey Elliott takes a heavy touch. Here is Ake then. The City are rushing. I don't like this. They keep panicking. They get hold of the ball and like, oh, it's a small pitch against Liverpool. I've got to rush my pass. You don't have to rush your pass. You've just got to be visually aware of everyone and your surroundings. Yeah, you don't have as much time and space on the ball, but it doesn't mean you have to keep going first time with passes. De Bruyne tries to pass forward for Haaland. Couldn't find him. Cut off. And Van Dijk dispossessed by Haaland. He gives the ball to Alvarez here. Edge of the penalty area. Goes for the shot. And looking for the top corner. Couldn't find it. It'd have been a worldie if he could find it. Into the stands. 1-0 it remains. That's a lay off. Just this once. Thanks. Anyway, guys, we're 22 likes away from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Do subscribe if you're new around here. And do check out today's video sponsor, SofaScore. Links and details there in the description. In the live chat too. Liverpool, 6 shots, none on target. They're doing a Man City here. Man City having less possession. 46% possession for City today so far. 54 for Liverpool. Here's Liverpool having a little bit more possession. Szoboszlai does well, making a sliding interception there past Phil Foden, and Gomez can send the ball forward. Nathan Ake wins that in the air. Alvarez takes a lovely touch there, and here's John Stones. Oh, John Stones, what a player. Steps past one, finds the pass to Ake, and Ake finds the throw-in for Manchester City, and that'll take us into the 45 minutes done and dusted. How long's going to be added on? I reckon probably looking at about 3 minutes, you'd think. Nathan Ake then to take the throw in here for Manchester City. Sends it long. Looking for Erling Haaland. He's brushed to the ground. Referee says no free kick. It's not even 3 minutes. 2 minutes added on. Here is Virgil van Dijk then. Liverpool going to try and attempt to get one more opportunity. Maybe Man City will, because Walker. Oh, lovely feed from Walker. And Walker's got the space to the right-hand side into the penalty area. He's playing it across and there's too much power on it. Looking for Kevin De Bruyne. Walker gets that right. That's 2-0. I feel Walker, could he have had a shot? Let's have a look. So Van Dijk, he's wary of Haaland. He's wary of De Bruyne. Could have put his foot through it, really. Walker. Too much power on the ball into the box. There's nothing wrong with the ball into the box, by the way. There's just too much power on it. Nothing wrong with it. Ederson then finds John Stones. Liverpool just sitting off Manchester City here. And John Stones goes down, wants a free kick. Gives the ball away. Liverpool, one last chance for them then. Luis Diaz to Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai wanted to pull the trigger twice. Connor Bradley in a good position. Sends it across and, oh, what defending from John Stones. Get it clear, Johnny. Oh, John Stones gets it clear. What a player he is. Liverpool right up ahead of steam here, just trying to find something. Still more defending for City to do. Quansah goes to Endo. Here's Szoboszlai. Just work back to Quansah. Not long left here, 20 seconds. Liverpool got the ball inside City's half. Endo. To Virgil van Dijk. Gomez, back to Virgil van Dijk. Liverpool just taking the time. I think Liverpool just don't want to play that early ball across, knowing how dangerous City can be coming forward. And long ball comes forward, dealt with well by City, but Julian Alvarez can't find the pass, and there's a Rodri foul and a Rodri yellow card. First yellow card of the game. And Rodri now 1 match away from a suspension. Has to be careful. Oh, sorry, it's Rodri's 8th of the season. I thought it was his 9th, 8th of the season. Right, Szoboszlai then, last opportunity of the half. It's probably a bit too far out for a shot, so he's going to have to just dink something towards the back post, you'd think. He looks like he's going to go on goal here. He does, and first Liverpool shot on target. It's audacious, to say the least. I think he's going to find the back of the net from there. Anyway, half-time whistle does go. And Manchester City do lead here by 1-0, and it is Johnny Stones who found the opening goal for Manchester City, and will lead at half-time. Do expect in the second half to be seeing Andy Robertson and Mo Salah. Probably, if they're not coming on at half-time, probably going to see them inside the first 15-20 minutes of the second half. So plenty of work still for Manchester City to do in this game. But Manchester City, in a good position right now. Need to keep pushing into the second half, see if we can find another goal. A killer 2-goal cushion here could be absolutely crucial. So, I'm going to use today's sponsor, which is brought to you by SofaScore, link in the description and also in the live chat, to go through the statistics for this game. So, let's have a look. Statistics, what we're looking at. Expected goal rate for Liverpool at just 0.5. With Manchester City at 1.18. So not too bad there for Manchester City. Lydia wanting Mixid's 50 states to get going again. I think he's doing something on that today, actually. Nadir says, thoughts on the approach by City? It's been a good half of football. We're leading at Anfield, so I can't really criticise that. I just think City are rushing themselves a little bit, and I'd like to see us just slow the pace down. As Raheem says, defensively, not too bad from City. But looking sharp, looking good. Need to keep pushing in the second half, because Liverpool will be getting the likes of Robertson on and Mo Salah, so City need to be wary of that. In terms of possession, 53% for Liverpool, 47% for Manchester City. 7 shots from both sides. 1 on target for Liverpool right at the end of the half there by Szoboszlai, 40 yards out free kick. And I'm happy that the only shots on target Liverpool are going to be having is from 40 yards out. I will take that every day of the week. City with 7 shots, 4 on target, and leading here by 1-0 thanks to that goal from John Stones. No corners for Liverpool, 4 for Manchester City. 5 offsides for Liverpool, 1 for Manchester City. In terms of fouls, 2 fouls for Liverpool, 4 for City. 1 yellow card, of course, going to Rodri right at the end of the half there. Liverpool with 9 throw-ins, 10 for Manchester City. Criminal, thanks for tuning in. I am very well, thank you, my friend. How are you? Saves, Keller had 3 saves to make. 1 for Ederson right at the end. 311 passes for Liverpool, an 86% pass completion rate. 265 passes for City, 84% pass completion rate. Slightly lower than to be expected, but Anfield, it's always going to be the case. And I think what you're seeing here is City just happy for Liverpool to have a little bit more of the ball, and Manchester City just happy to play that patient game, because at the moment Liverpool struggling a little bit to create opportunities. They've got into some good positions, just not really capitalised upon it, not been at their attacking best as of yet. So far, I don't think. In terms of dribbles, Manchester City completing 10 of the 16 dribbles, 63% dribble completion rate, with Liverpool completing 3 of their 5 at a 60% dribble completion rate. 60 times Liverpool lost possession in that first half, 71 for Manchester City, and I think that distribution is something that City could do with working on in the second half. And I think if we can get control of that and cut out the loose passes and just try and slow the pace of the game down and have City dictating more of their possession and the pace of the game, I think that'll be Man City's foothold into the game. Again, we've seen this plenty of times from City this season, that City just wait for the patient game. They wait for their opportunities to arise and look from there. And with Liverpool's makeshift back line, you fancy that there probably will be more opportunities. I keep speaking about Robertson coming on from the bench. Defensively, that's not going to sort Liverpool out. And Mo Salah coming on, obviously attacking players. But once you go past their attacking line and what they've got to offer, I think from a defensive point of view, I think that's where Manchester City can really look to try and capitalise upon Liverpool's weakness for this game. And I'd like to see Man City doing a little bit more, to be honest. I know we've already had 7 shots, but Man City have been very much waiting and looking for the counter-attack and not really forcing the issue. So I'd like to see City just being a little bit more tenacious in particular from the likes of Alvarez out wide and Phil Foden, which, as I said, Alvarez, I don't think he's had too bad of a game out wide. He's not a winger. City clearly don't either trust Jeremy Doku in this game, or they don't think he's fit enough to do 90 minutes, that they've gone with a makeshift player out wide. You could move Bernardo out there, but City clearly want an extra runner in midfield, so I'm not too sure you'll see Jeremy Doku even come on from the bench. And whilst it remains 1-0, Man City will say they feel like it's been a job well done, and it's paid off, and what they're doing is correct. Thank you everybody for tuning in, much appreciated. Apologies if I've missed anyone. Dalton, thanks for tuning in. Viking, thanks for tuning in. Sam as well, good afternoon to you. Hope you've had a good weekend as well. Yeah, my weekend's not been too bad, thank you very much. It's been a bit of a muchness game, to be honest. It's been a very un-Anfield game. Liverpool, attacking-wise, not been at their very best. Manchester City haven't been at their very best, but haven't needed to be at their very best to be ahead here and leading by a 1-0, and it's a big second half coming up. So, yeah, there we go. Anyway, guys, I do have some halftime entertainment for you guys to enjoy. So, this is brought to you by my partner channel, Mixid. Links and details, they are in the description. Just getting the button sorted there. So, yeah, do go and check them out. Links and details there are in the description. This is the Solero cocktail. So, enjoy, and I'll see you in 5.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Mixid channel, where we do cocktails, and today's cocktail is another classic Alchemist one from the past, the Solero, and I will show you how to make this delicious cocktail, because the Solero is a popular one back in the day. Right, to make the Solero, guys, get your cocktail shaker and put in some ice. Right, the first ingredient to go in, guys, is 22.5ml or 3/4 of an ounce of Passoa, which is a passion fruit liqueur. So any fans of the porn style martini will recognise this spirit. Next up is 22.5ml or 3/4 of an ounce of vodka. We're using the Russian standard. Next is 7.5ml or 1/4 of an ounce of LNG mix, which is sugar syrup and lemon juice mixed together. Next is a 10ml of a mango syrup. I'm using the Monin brand. Beautiful. Next is 15ml or 1/2 ounce of fresh lime juice. Next is 40ml of orange juice, which is just under 1.5 ounce. We'll do it that way. And the last ingredient, guys, is 40ml or just under 1.5 ounce of apple juice. You can use a cloudy apple juice if you wish. And the last thing to do now is get 1/2 passion fruit and just squeeze into it. Get that juice, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Right, put your lid on and give it a good shake for 8 to 10 seconds to get it nice and chilled. There it goes, nice and chilled, as you can see from the tin shaker. Get your coupe glass. Time straight into it. That's what I'll do about there. It's enough for 2, really. Right, now the fun part, the white chocolate fountain. Yeah. One Solero. Right, how does the Solero cocktail taste? Can't wait to taste this. I enjoy that much. I'm making a mess. Mmm. Mustaches and cream do not go together.
Oh.
And that is how you make the Solero cocktail. So Solero, a beautiful, beautiful drink. You can see why it's popular back in the day. I'm not too sure why they stopped. Hopefully the Alchemist will bring it back. What do you think, Alchemist? I think we nailed it. And I must say, I think we've got enough too. But to make the white chocolate foam, it can be fun to make your foam. That's the hard part, making the foam and getting that right, the white chocolate foam. Because it's a lot of ingredients, it's very nice. It's certainly, that's the one I'm looking for, fruity, that's it. With the passion fruit and the orange juice, certainly gives it that lovely, lovely fruity flavour. Like the Solero, the lollipop, if you ever had it as a kid, it's certainly lovely. Well, that is the Solero cocktail, guys. I hope you enjoyed this classic from The Alchemist. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Mix It for more cocktails like this. And I will see you guys for the next cocktail video. Cheers. Let's go.
You're improving.
Yeah, I could have asked for a better film, it's turned out really well.
Instagram Mix It.
Yes, don't forget to like it.
JSGC needs sacking. Not here, on time, not good enough. Anyway, thanks very much to Mixed for providing today's halftime entertainment. Go and check him out. Links and details there in the description. I was literally just grabbing myself another Pepsi Max. Is all I was doing, but there we go. Popped in and done. Ready for the second half. And I don't want to underestimate just how big of a second half it is, but very big second half for Manchester City. Because if we can come away from this game with 3 points, that is huge. It's a huge blow for Liverpool and it's a huge boost for Manchester City. So this is a massive 45 minutes. I don't want people to underestimate that. Big 45 minutes. So Mo Salah spent half time out on the pitch warming up. So I don't think it'll be too long before we see him. I need a blue card, yeah, in the sin bin. So yeah, anyway guys, we're just 11 likes away from 100 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Do subscribe as well if you are new around here, and do go and check out today's video sponsor, SofaScore. Links and details there in the description. Big second half coming up. I mean, City need a second. I've been saying it all through the first half, so I'm going to continue to say it. I feel like City maybe need a third. If I'm honest, yeah, I think we're going to need a third to win this game. I fancy that Liverpool always going to score a goal, maybe 2 goals. I'm not too sure if I see him scoring 3 goals, and that's what it's going to take for City to win this game. So yeah, a lot being made by Sky Sports of the City goal, of how well crafted it was, of course. Fantastic, straight off the training ground set piece from City. Clash of the Titans, Van Dijk against Haaland as well, when Haaland was running at him. There's a thing for the ages, that. And then finally the opportunity that City had with Kyle Walker going low across the box and just not quite getting it right. In particular, I thought the weight of the ball, and that ultimately led to Man City not coming away with that killer 2-goal cushion, which is what we've got to be pushing for here in the second half. Remember, Liverpool, attacking the Anfield Road end in the second half. Manchester City going to be attacking the Kop end. Liverpool normally attack the Kop in the second half. Kyle Walker, captain, made them switch, which is what he said. If he wins the coin toss, he's going to make them switch. As we're now 10 likes away from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. 10 likes to go. Kevin De Bruyne then. It's going to get us underway here for the second half. Big 45 minutes for both teams here. And De Bruyne gets us underway here. Goes straight to Ederson. He plays a pass to Kyle Walker. And he plays a pass to Phil Foden. He's already looking for the neat flicks and tricks. Don't need to do anything stupid. And De Bruyne just hacked to the ground there. Referee gives the free kick. Here's Nathan Ake. Gives the ball to Alvarez. Some people were speaking about Alvarez. What should we do with this left-hand side in the second half? I mean, one option, you got Oscar Bobb. You could move Bernardo out there and put an extra midfielder on, Kovacic, for example. I'm not too sure City will change anything up before the 70th, 75th minute, to be honest. Mo Salah continuing his warm-ups on the touchline, so I reckon by the hour mark you'll see Mo Salah. So his next 15 minutes important for Man City. Liverpool will get up ahead of steam once Salah gets on that pitch. We could get a second in the next 15 minutes, that'd be perfect. Really would. Foden wanted a free kick there. Szoboszlai not penalised, and Liverpool can come away with the ball. Quansah then it is. Works the ball to the right-hand side. There's too much on that. Looking for Conor Bradley. Nathan Ake. Oh, he's gone short, and Ederson. I think a penalty's been given against Ederson there, and that's a mess from City. Nathan Ake playing the ball back. Goes to Ederson. It's City just self-destructing themselves there. It's a disastrous start to the half. A yellow card comes out. Ederson into the book. No complaints from the City keeper. He's taken a big hit there. It's an awful back pass from Nathan Ake. It's too much. There's not enough on it. It's a clear foul there from Ederson. It's a clear yellow card. Keeper, I mean, what's Ederson doing there? He's not getting there. Ederson's into the book. He's hurt himself in the process there. Virgil Van Dijk having a word with the with the referee there. Ederson's hurt himself. It's a bad back pass, and it's a poor decision making from Ederson. And I just couldn't think of a worse way to start this half. And Ederson now is going to receive a bit of treatment from the physio. So bear with, but Liverpool, perfect opportunity here to equalise. Not being at their best. And Manchester City just gift wrap Liverpool a treat and say, here you are. Do you want an equaliser? Have an equaliser. It's a poor back pass from Ake. I don't know what Ederson's doing there. Why doesn't Ederson just pull out? Pull out of the challenge. Because he commits and follows through. It's why he's hurt himself, and it's why it's a penalty. I mean, Nunez, he's not to know it, but Nunez takes a heavy touch Ederson would have had time to have backpedaled and gone back into his goal. Ortega-Moreno warming up. German keeper. Yeah, Germans like the penalties, both scoring and saving. I think Ederson's good to continue. Ederson doesn't have a great track record of saving penalties. It's a great time for this to change. City Physio's continuing to monitor Ederson here. Ederson just limps over to his goal. So a perfect opportunity here for Liverpool to find that equaliser. Liverpool have had a lot of time here to think about their penalty and what they're going to do with it. Mo Salah on the bench, normally their penalty taker, of course. Not on the pitch, so it's going to be Alexis Mac Allister to take. So it's South American up against South American. Every penalty that he's had in England that's been put on target has found the back of the net from Mac Allister. So it's Mac Allister, Argentinian up against Ederson, the battle of the South Americans. Mac Allister to take. Come on, Eddie! What's he going to do with it? And it just about gets beyond the keeper. It's a good penalty, to be fair, into the corner and finds the back of the net. It's a big equaliser for Liverpool, and Manchester City. It's just gift-wrapped to them. Gift-wrapped. Not happy with that. Goes the right way, Ederson. It's a good penalty. It's a good penalty. And that means Manchester City now, we need to come out to play. Akanji finds Haaland. Here's De Bruyne. I don't know what that was from Kevin De Bruyne, looking to play a pass forward. It's important City now just try and grab this game by the scruff of the neck for the next 5 minutes. Just try and stop any Liverpool potential momentum. Brush that off and come forward. I repeat what I said before. We want to win today. I fancy we need 3 goals. Here is Luis Diaz. Finds a pass back. And City just need to keep the confidence and not think about the mistake that they've just made too much. Don't dwell on it. Quansah then plays it back to Kelleher. I want to see City have a little bit more at this Liverpool back line. This Liverpool back line to me is there to be got at. Don't be scared to play the game and go at them. At the moment, the only person, or the only team smiling is Arsenal. This favours Arsenal. This draw takes things out of Liverpool's hands and into Manchester City and Arsenal's hands. But Manchester City would need a favour from somewhere else with Liverpool dropping points. So, I mean, a draw here in this Premier League title couldn't be closer. It couldn't be tighter. And I was speaking before. I've been speaking all through January and February about the importance of goal difference. And with Arsenal having the goal difference, Man City, it's a must win. This is a must win. They need to stick with it. I imagine Liverpool will probably just be maybe a little bit reluctant to chuck Mo Salah on. I reckon they were looking around the hour mark. I reckon that goal maybe just stops them for the next 5 or 10 minutes of thinking about that and just see how the players are responding. But at the moment, I don't think City have too much control, and the ball comes forward and Ederson scrambles in and dives in front of Darwin Nunez there and collects the ball. Ederson just keeps hold of the ball. He was offside there, Nunez, just about. Only half a foot offside. Ederson stayed down, he's injured. Ortega-Moreno is going to have to come on and see out the rest of this game then. Yeah, Ortega-Moreno stripped, he's going to come on. That's going to be City's first sub of the game then. It's difficult for Ortega-Moreno to come in and get up to the pace of the game for a keeper, but he's going to have to. So it's like a double blow. It's a triple blow. Penalty for Liverpool. Liverpool score the penalty and our keeper's injured at the same time. The only way that could have been worse was if Ederson were sent off. Couldn't have wished for a worse start to this second half. So Eddie's coming off. And Ortega-Moreno is going to come on for City. It looks like a hip injury. Ederson's gone straight down the tunnel. Looks like a hip injury or something there for Ederson. Anyway, Ortega-Moreno takes over. It's a good quality number 2 to have there for City, and that's both City's advantage and Liverpool have got the advantage of having their number 2 in goal today, rather than having Allison. Kelleher's a good backup keeper, and Ortega-Moreno's a good backup keeper as well. And you're seeing the importance of having a good backup goalkeeper in instances like this. Anyway, as I said, Ederson injuries, I was going to say it's maybe helped take the sting of the game away from Liverpool's momentum that they just picked up from that goal, but City could do with just getting the ball further upfield. I mean, I know that goes out of play for a throw-in, but City need to push themselves. That's better, more running, push themselves further forward, press them. Bernardo's silly there, conceding the foul. Doesn't need to do that. Think. Man City are just imploding at the moment. Liverpool aren't even doing that much. Van Dijk goes crossfield here. He's going to get dispossessed here, and here's a chance for City, and it's a bit of a nothing ball that from Alvarez. Rodri finds a header. I mean, gets the ball back. De Bruyne to Foden! Foden! Oh, what an opportunity! It's a good save from Kelleher. It's a great opportunity for Foden. I think he got it onto his right foot. I think he's just trying to dink it over the keeper. He couldn't get it right. It's good keeping from Kelleher because he advances and closes and tightens that angle that Phil Foden couldn't get as good a shot away as probably what he wanted there, but it's an opportunity nonetheless for Manchester City. Rodri mops that up, does well. Here's Bernardo, it's better. Just quietens the atmosphere down at Anfield, having a bit of possession as well. Ake just gives the ball away to Conor Bradley there, and that'll be a throw-in for Manchester City. Here's Nathan Ake then. Gives the ball to Bernardo Silva, and he's going to give the ball away there, Bernardo. And Bernardo just has 2 pops there at Luis Diaz. And here's Liverpool coming forward. Here's Nunez, and finds the pass, and Ortega-Moreno's all over that one. Poor touch that from Luis Diaz, and City escape there on the counter-attack. I think Bernardo Silva recognised the importance of Liverpool's counter-attack and was twice looking for the foul to try and slow everything down there. And in the end, I mean, Bernardo Silva's lost his head here. It's going into the book. We know Bernardo don't like Liverpool, but he needs to keep his head and remain calm. Mo Salah and Andy Robertson are going to be chucked on by Liverpool here on the hour mark. It's Liverpool's final roll of the dice. It's their only roll of the dice, but it's also their final roll of the dice. It's all they've got. It's all they've got. Anyway, guys, don't forget, leave a thumbs up. 9 likes away from 100 likes. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Do check out today's video sponsor, SofaScore. Links and details, they are in the live chat. Yeah, 9 likes to go to 100, guys, and let's get them likes up. That would be great. City just being rushed off the ball again. Ortega-Moreno plays a good pass out to Stones. Rodri helps mop that up, and Akanji can play a ball forward, and Gomez steps forward, and all of a sudden Liverpool have 5 players around it, and shot comes in. It's wrong. It's not the best of shots from Szoboszlai. He's asking for handball or something. I don't know what he's asking for, but a poor giveaway that from Akanji looking for De Bruyne. There's a lack of runners there from City. De Bruyne not tracking back there, and could ultimately have been very costly that for City, if not being punished. Here we are. Anyway, here's Liverpool's roll of the dice then. So Gomez, I thought it was Gomez that was going to come off. I think it's going to be Szoboszlai that's going to come off. And Mo Salah's going to come on. So Harvey Elliott's going to go into midfield. And Andy Robertson's going to come on. And you're going to see Conor Bradley come off, which will see Joe Gomez go in at right back. So a bit more defending here for City to do. And as I say, it might be good news, it might be bad news with Mo Salah coming on. Nathan Ake can be kept busy, not going to have to dwell on his error from before with his short back pass to Ederson, ultimately leading to the penalty that he normally has a good time man-marking Mo Salah out of the game. And I imagine Nathan Ake will have spent all week preparing to man-mark Mo Salah out of the game. Here's Andy Robertson then. This left-hand side becomes very dangerous, and that right-hand side with Salah being there. So City need to be extra precautious here. Endo then to Joe Gomez. Has 3 City players around him, has to work it back to Quansah. He plays a ball back here. There's 29 minutes remaining. Back to Joe Gomez. Liverpool then going to try and have a bit of possession. Kelleher to Van Dijk. Up against Foden. Press him. So good pass from Van Dijk. Gomez, though, makes the mistake. And here is Erling Haaland. Good show of strength from Haaland. Finds Alvarez on the left. He can't find his pass. And Liverpool can mop that up. Ah, man. Here's Mo Salah then. Finds Luis Diaz. One-on-one with the keeper. And you just expect the back of the net to ruffle, and it doesn't. Luis Diaz, big missed that for Liverpool. It's a knife through butter. It's absolutely knife through butter. One pass from Salah. It splits open City's defence. Poor giveaway there with a link-up play between Alvarez and Rodri. He's onside there, Luis Diaz, so it would have counted. He just fluffs his lines there, Luis Diaz. He should find the back of the net. It's a massive chance that for Liverpool. Absolutely massive. You know, he's not even close with that effort one-on-one. Not even close. Here's Ortega-Moreno. Man City looks shaky, to say the least here. Here's Bernardo. Got no control in this at all, City. This would be a good time for City to try and get extra midfield cover in. 1-1's a good result as far as I'm concerned here. I know Liverpool's backline's not looking brilliant, but right now, next 10-15 minutes, they need some midfield control. They've not got midfield control. I take Alvarez off, I put Kovacic on. They're just giving the ball away. They're not finding 3 kicks. They're not finding anything. It's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. And Luis Diaz nearly in again, and Walker has to put it out for a corner, and it's just... This is a mess from Manchester City right now. And Luis Diaz just gets it all wrong again. He just needed to take that across his body, and it allows Walker in to make the interception and out for a corner. We will concede very soon unless we sort this out. Robertson to take. It's deep. Akanji wins the header, and it's out for another corner. I'm sorry, I want to see Diaz on that pitch. I want to see Kovacic on that pitch. I want to see him on that pitch right now. We need some control in this game. We've not got any. It's all Liverpool. If we carry on like this for another 5 minutes, this will be 2-1 Liverpool soon. Corner for Liverpool, Robertson to take. No one wins the header, and Salah comes in with a shot, and Salah comes in with another shot on his right foot, and it's wide. City need to change this up. They really do. They really do. Heidi, thanks for tuning in from Oslo. Mr. Brussels, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Thank you, in for that 100k. Andy, spot on with the City. Can't cope with the intensity. Truth, not happy with it. I'm not happy with what's going on here either. Man City aren't finding any way to get their attackers involved here at all. There's nothing from City. It's just all Liverpool. It's constant pressure. And that's a good effort from Mac Allister and a save from Ortega-Moreno, and out for another corner for Liverpool. It's one-way traffic. City need control in this game. Liverpool won't tire. They've done very little in this game. They've not had to use that much energy to be in this position. If City are happy to invite pressure and allow Liverpool to do this, this will be relentless for the next 35 minutes. Robertson comes over. Take another corner here for Liverpool. Van Dijk forward, Nunez in the box. More pushing and shoving going on in the box. Header won by Rodri, only to the edge of the penalty area. Salah can get it under control, but he's forced back, and City need to try and push that defensive line forward. Kelleher sends it long. Header won by Harvey Elliott. It's a good win in the air. Haaland had to stay back to help defensively with aerial balls into the box there. City then just send it down the line looking for De Bruyne. Get a throw-in, free kick, anything. They need some possession here, City. Here's Rodri. Rodri recognises it. He slips, but he finds the pass. City needs some possession. Here's Walker coming forward. To Foden. To Johnny Stones once more. Here's Akanji. Floats a ball up to Foden. He's got the runner Walker. He's going to go first time. Who's that to? It's awful from Kyle Walker. Absolutely atrocious ball into the box. Kovacic then stripped, and he's going to be coming on for City. It's about time. I want to see Diaz on that pitch. Walker off, Diaz on. Get Akanji onto that right-hand side. Doku's stripped, ready to come on. City just want to put Doku on just to try and have that outlet for the counter-attack. Just to, I mean, that's going to be a free kick against De Bruyne. And there's not too much wrong with the challenge, but because it goes through the man before getting to the ball, it's a free kick given, and Liverpool take it early. It's a good ball to Luis Diaz now. Kyle Walker for company, and City do well and should be mopped up by Akanji, and that'll be a throw-in for Liverpool. Better than a corner. Here is Harvey Elliott. To Virgil van Dijk then. Liverpool worked it backwards. Endo. Have City had a shot? Foden in this second half? That effort? That's all I've seen from City. I've not seen anything else. It's just been a case of weathering the storm, and it's been self-inflicted from Manchester City. Here's Quansah. I mean, they've got a young lad in. Big game in the Premier League, and they've got a young lad in at centre-back, and City aren't doing anything about it. Cross comes in from Robertson, and God, just about over the top of the crossbar. Weren't the best of balls in from Robertson, but it was nearly very challenging. Gets that ball in all wrong. And that allows City then just to make them changes. It's going to be Alvarez that comes off. And Doku's going to come on. And De Bruyne is going to be the other player coming off. I think Liverpool will be happy to see the back of Kevin De Bruyne there, just because Kevin De Bruyne can just do anything, anywhere, at any time. He's one of them players. I think De Bruyne is moaning about something to Pep Guardiola there, and Pep Guardiola just said, I know, to Kevin De Bruyne. I think he's on about the gap between the midfielders. So Kovacic's job's going to be to drop deeper. This may isolate Erling Haaland, and Kevin De Bruyne is really not happy about something. Here's Walker then to Akanji. So Doku's going to go on the left, and you will see Kovacic just drop in a little bit deeper here for Manchester City in these final 21 minutes. And I said we just need a bit more control in that midfield. Hopefully Kovacic can give us that. Here is Kovacic, lovely pivot, and finds Jeremy Doku, and there's a link up between the two subs. What can they do for City? Doku back to Kovacic, and Kovacic on the stretch manages to find that pass, and it's better. It's better. Here's Rodri then to Walker. Foden to Haaland, and Foden is just outpaced here by Luis Diaz, and that's good work from Kyle Walker there. Good work. Just makes the interception there. Man City just a bit weary about the pace of Luis Diaz, and sort of, we're not really seeing it too much in the first half, but you've seen it more in the second half, that Liverpool are finding a way of getting Diaz more involved in the game. And I think, to give City credit, they've done well in the last 5 minutes or so, because it was relentless from Liverpool. It looked like City were going to concede that. They've done well just to force Liverpool further up the pitch and try and get at least a little bit of control here. Heading into the final 20 minutes. As I said, Liverpool haven't really got too many options from the bench. Man City do have them options from the bench. So if it is a case that Man City just need to play a patient game, you play the patient game. John Stones then finds the pass back to Ortega-Moreno. He's happy just to chip a ball straight into the path of Mac Allister. Nathan Ake under pressure from Mo Salah gets the clearance and puts that into the stands for a throw-in for Liverpool. Again, Anfield's one of them plays. You don't really want to be taking them chances. Here's Virgil van Dijk. Bursting forward here for Liverpool. Finds that pass to Andy Robertson. He goes first time. It's a wonderful ball. It's a good save. Nunez with the effort there on Ortega-Moreno. That was a chance there for Liverpool, and good goalkeeper. I don't think Ortega-Moreno knew much about that, to be fair. Bernardo finds Foden. That's a wonderful interception from Harvey Elliott. Wonderful interception. Foden needs to try and get back into position here. Kovacic does well and finds the interception. And here, all of a sudden, is Erling Haaland. Gives the ball to Jeremy Doku on the left. Take on Gomez. Take him for pace. Here's Kovacic to Rodri. Foden's gone more into the midfield now, and Bernardo Silva's gone out wide. Rodri. Man City just happy again to have a bit of possession, knock the ball around. This scoreline, whilst both sides will say, you know what, pretty happy with the point against each other, we'll settle this elsewhere in the season. This result does... Arsenal, they're the happiest right now. So not a great pass from Walker, and that's out a play for a goal kick to Liverpool. Don't forget, guys, leave a thumbs up. We're now 6 likes away from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Do subscribe as well, and do check out today's video sponsor, SofaScore. Links and details, they are in the description. So 18 minutes remaining here. You've had there's still more opportunities to come. Van Dijk works it to the right. Here is Quansah then. Gives the ball to Salah. Back to Quansah. Kelleher. He just chips a ball along looking for Salah. He does well. Good ball to Salah. Ake does well and gets a foot in on Mo Salah. And Jeremy Doku does well as well. Finds the pass. Good work from Doku. Ake goes early looking for Foden. Oh, nearly. Kelleher punches the ball into the path of Foden. Foden doesn't know anything about it. It hits him at point blank range. And it comes off the crossbar. And out for a goal kick. Oh, Foden knows absolutely nothing about it, and it's just straight onto the crossbar. It just hits his chest. I think it might hit his arm. I'm not too sure it'd have counted if it's hit his arm and it had gone into the back of the net, as it is. Crossbar and out for a goal kick, and Man City just showcasing to Liverpool that, you know, we have a danger and a threat as well, you know. It's not all one-way traffic. Good interception that by Walker. Oh, he goes through Salah, he goes down. Referee immediately just says no free kick. Ortega-Moreno, under pressure there from Harvey Elliott, finds the pass to Bernardo Silva. Again, City just need to try and slow this down. There's a lot of adrenaline and a lot of energy being used. City have chosen not to put the ball out here. Mo Salah remains on the ground, just back from injury, remember. Liverpool opted not to... I can't imagine there's too much wrong with Salah here. Kyle Walker picks Mo Salah up there and says, you're fine, play on, mate. Here's Bernardo to Rodri. Liverpool unhappy that City haven't put the ball out of play for a throw-in yet. If Man City put the ball out of play for a throw-in, I'm not too sure Liverpool would give the ball back. They're doing Arsenal special from yesterday. Doku finds Kovacic in the penalty area. Got nowhere to go. Back to Jeremy Doku here. Here's Rodri. Just keep working the ball across. I'm normally a fan of City being nice and direct, nice and quick. Quite the opposite today. I'm happy for City just to try and take the time, have the ball, and I think it's just about the quality that you do with the ball here, rather than just trying to look for space. Here's Rodri then. We're into the final 15. A big 15 minutes for the Premier League and where that Premier League title goes in May. Bernardo to Rodri. As it stands, it goes out of Man City's hands. It's so strange. It goes into Arsenal's hands because they play Manchester City, and Bernardo gets a nice little flick to Johnny Stones, and he does really well there, John Stones, and gets City a throw-in. It's not something City have had too much of. Throw-ins in good areas. 5 likes to go now, guys. Nadir, my prediction, I wouldn't like to call it. I really wouldn't like to call it. It's a close game, this. I don't know what way it can go. As Martin from Mancunian Way, when he tuned in before, said, it's hard work watching this as Darwin Nunez, not his day. He comes off and Cody Gakpo comes on. Fresh legs and physical presence there for Liverpool. More for City's defensive line to think about. Akanji then gives the ball to Kovacic. Here's Rodri, back to Kovacic. Bringing Kovacic on has just helped Man City just to get a bit more control here. Man City just taking their time again. Jurgen Klopp shakes his head. He's unhappy about it. Man City just happy to be patient here. Here's Doku. Just plays a pass all the way back to Ake. And Liverpool are going to try and put the squeeze onto Manchester City here. So Ake will just go back to Ortega-Moreno. He does have Akanji in space. And Liverpool just drop their back line off. Surprises me, but here we are. Rodri then back to Akanji. And Akanji plays a good ball to Bernardo Silva. And here comes a big overlap from Kyle Walker. Used as well. It's got Robertson for company. Nearly makes the interception, and Kyle Walker lets Liverpool have an interception because it's just not a good pass, and there's a direct ball forward. Ortega-Moreno finds a header and finds Rodri more importantly as well. And Manchester City once more can have possession here. And in terms of possession over the last 15 minutes or so has been much better from City. As I said, bringing Kovacic on I think just helped bring that level of control to City's game that they didn't think they were getting from Kevin De Bruyne. I think De Bruyne were too high up. Kovacic found Foden. Foden just couldn't get that under control and given away here by Manchester City. And Liverpool, unlike Liverpool, just give the ball away. And Rodri finds John Stones. He'll go back to Ortega-Moreno and Harvey Elliott putting pressure on. He's had a good game, Harvey Elliott. He's pressed really well. I've been impressed with Harvey Elliott. I'm not his biggest fan, to be honest. I think he's offered a lot in this game, though. He's had to play in numerous positions. It can't be easy for him. I think he's had a good game, as I think Van Dijk has for Liverpool. I just think Liverpool haven't been at their clinical best, and Man City, first half, looked better than what they did in the second, but substitutions here have made the difference, and Doku goes for a shot, blocked, and straight into the arms of Kelleher. That's the right idea. It's the right idea by Manchester City there. Just eats away at a few more seconds as well. Pep Guardiola and Kevin De Bruyne having a bit of a discussion about what they thought was happening in the game there. A bit of frustration for Kevin De Bruyne. Pep Guardiola is happy for players to challenge him and, you know, ask questions and explanations and explain what they're seeing. And De Bruyne is very much, he's a leader on that pitch. That should be a goal kick for City, and it is. Good work that by Nathan Ake. Ooh. Tension is very fine here. 11 huge minutes remaining. As I said, both sides really could do with a win. I think maybe Liverpool will be happier with this than City, but it's not the best of balls into the box, and Luis Diaz forced back out wide, has to work the ball back to Alexis Mac Allister now. Here is Endo. Work to the right-hand side. Here is Quansar. Just steps forward twice, 3 times, and the save is made by Ortega-Moreno, and Gakpo was looking to try and follow that in, and thankfully away from goal. It gets the Anfield crowd going there. City just backed off, happy for him to have the shot. It's a shot on target. He has to get a good right hand onto that, Ortega-Moreno. And thankfully, it didn't fall to a Liverpool shirt, and City could get that clear into the last 10 minutes then here at Anfield. 1-1. Here is Andy Robertson. Finds Alexis Mac Allister up against Mateo Kovacic. Has to turn and work it backwards to Endo. Here is Robertson now to Luis Diaz. More running for Manchester City to do, and City do well just to force Liverpool back. Virgil van Dijk goes for a crossfield pass looking for Mo Salah. It's a good ball from Van Dijk. Here's Salah then. Goes first time. Not a good ball that by Mo Salah. And Ortega-Moreno collects that. And you know what? I said it couldn't be easy for Ortega-Moreno coming on after not starting the game. And, you know, obviously not being as sharp or up to speed with the game. But he's done well, Ortega-Moreno, since coming on. Done really well. And it just shows having the quality of good backup goalkeeper. Works really well. And here's Foden now. Finds Jeremy Doku. Have a drive here, Jeremy. Have a drive. Kovacic comes for help. Doku goes first time. Not the best of balls into the box. And it's not a problem for a Liverpool defence to deal with. And Luis Diaz has escaped the realms of Bernardo. Rodri can't make the challenge. And here's Walker. He's turned by Luis Diaz and gets a corner in the end there, Luis Diaz. He does well to get a corner there, Luis Diaz. He has time to look up as well, so Walker weren't there to make the interception. Liverpool could have had an opportunity there. Corner then for Liverpool, and defending for Manchester City to do. By a very poignant stage of the game. Liverpool love a late goal, so City need to be really wary. Robertson to take, Van Dijk's forward, Gakpo's forward, and a header won by Liverpool and off target there. It was Van Dijk that meets the header, and it's over the top of the crossbar and out for a goal kick there to Manchester City. So guys, do leave a thumbs up. 3 likes away from 100 likes. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you're new around here. And do check out today's video sponsor, SofaScore. Links and details, they are in the description. Just 3 likes now away from 100 likes. So any help towards that would be great. Ortega-Moreno then sends it long for City, looking for Haaland. We've not really found any way to get Haaland too involved in this second half. We saw him have one driving run at the Liverpool defence in the first half. I've not really seen too much of Erling Haaland at all, to be fair. Here's Endo. And City just not really putting a foot in, just trying to keep Liverpool at bay, but one pass just cuts through City there. And here's Gomez, plays a ball forward, and Luis Diaz just works the ball back to Robertson. He puts a cross in, and Ake makes the call, gets the header. Gomez with a shot, and a good block there by John Stones, and Jeremy Doku up against Mo Salah there. Mo Salah just forced out back to Endo, and here's Gakpo finds Mo Salah, and Luis Diaz looks to try and get a shot away, and Kyle Walker does well to get his body in front there, and City can just hack that clear to nobody in particular. And another ball comes forward here. Robertson plays it across, and Rodri needs to make the interception. He doesn't, and Alexis Mac Allister wants another penalty there for Liverpool. Doesn't get it, and he's angry. He slams the ground in frustration. Kyle Walker's going to stay down and get a bit of treatment there. It looked like Andy Robertson was actually offside in the build-up. Not too sure what Alexis Mac Allister's appealing for there. I feel like he was being pulled down by Rodri or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, Walker's going to get a little bit of treatment here for Manchester City, and it just helps take that sting away from the game, which is what I think City are looking for. It allows Jurgen Klopp just to exchange some words with Andy Robertson. As we're now 1 like. Who wants the 100th like? Let me know. Who wants that 100th like on this big game, this big live stream? Got nearly 50 people in the room as well, so welcome everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I hope everybody's enjoyed the stream so far. Still feel like there may be another twist in this game. And there is the 100 likes, so thank you very much everybody for the 100 likes, much appreciated. So, goal kick for City. Ortega-Moreno is going to send this long. Haaland can't win it in the air, and Liverpool can just mop that up at the back. And it's just been all too easy for Liverpool second half here. And Akanji just gets pulled. It should have been a free kick for City. Here's Andy Robertson. Runs into traffic. And Manuel Akanji has hold of the ball here, and he's brought down. That'll be a free kick. That'll do. Allows Walker to get back on the pitch. City back to 11 men again. And the clock continues just to tick away here. 4.5 minutes plus whatever's to be added on. You imagine there's probably going to be a fair chunk added on. Premier League-like drama. I don't think there's been that. I actually think there was more time wasted in the first half than there was the second half. But because we've had the injury to Ederson and the penalty, you're probably going to be looking at least 6 or 7 minutes added on, maybe even more. So, still plenty of time left in this game for either team to find a winner. You fancy it, what we've seen on display in the second half, you fancy that's probably going to be Liverpool that find it, but it's all about Man City keeping themselves in the game, and that should be a throw-in for Manchester City, and is off Alexis Mac Allister on a challenge on Rodri. Kyle Walker then to take. John Stowe just instructing the City players just to keep calm here. Kyle Walker then to take. Finds Rodri, just chips the ball towards Doku. Liverpool get a foot onto it and get it clear. Rodri happy to just keep City in possession, just working it sideways. Here's Kovacic back to Rodri. He's got Endo for company and finds Nathan Ake just about. He puts his foot onto it, but too much on it, and Kelleher will mop that up for Liverpool. And here is Quansah then. The short passes from City, the pass accuracy from City has been the problem today. I think ultimately if we end up dropping points, I think that's why. A poor back pass from Ake, allowing Liverpool to press and just not getting the weight of the passes right, both going forward and defensively. I said earlier to you guys that if City want a win here at Anfield, it has to be a 10 out of 10 performance. Even with a makeshift Liverpool back line, they've still got more than enough in midfield and in attack to cause Manchester City problems. It's difficult to come to Anfield and play the way that Manchester City want to play. It's difficult to do. I'd like to see City have a little bit more of a pop and try and have a little bit more control, but nothing is given here. It's a bit of a scramble in midfield, and Man City do well to come out on the receiving end. Liverpool unhappy about it, but the referee says it's 50-50. You know, Liverpool could easily have come out on top of the ball there, and it'd have allowed play on. City just send the ball long and give the ball away anyway. Kelleher sends it long. City could do with just getting a bit of possession here. That's good from Rodri. Wins it. John Stones wins it in the air. Finds Bernardo Silva. Here's Kovacic to Walker. We've looked much more controlled in midfield with Kovacic there, and it's almost like it's just giving a bit more freedom, not just for Kovacic, but for John Stones and Rodri as well. It's not a great giveaway, and that's a good step forward there from Kyle Walker. Finds Phil Foden. Here's Erling Haaland. That's a good pass from Haaland to Jeremy Doku up against Joe Gomez. Have a pop here, Jeremy. Have a pop. That's a shot! Oh, inside of the post! Oh, it's desperately unlucky from Doku. Ooh, that is close. Another warning sign there for Liverpool that, yeah, they might be dominated in the second half, but they've not put the chances away. Here's Salah! And can't find Gakpo, and Ortega-Moreno gathers that up, and all of a sudden it's a crazy minute. The game opens up. Here's Rodri then to Kovacic. Very close that from Doku. Slow it down. City thought about going for an early free kick. None of that. Don't need to. Don't need to. Slow it down. I'll get a replay of that. So unlucky from Jeremy Doku. Desperately unlucky. It's just all about luck. Foden on the crossbar, Doku with the post. You need a bit of luck to win at Anfield. It's not really... See, you haven't really had the rub of the green. You make your own luck, though. Doku can't find Kovacic, and it's given away in the 90th minute. And here's Liverpool. Again, got players forward for the high line pass to come in, and it doesn't come in, and Liverpool get themselves a free kick. Kovacic not happy with that. Doku not happy with that. So that'll send us into the 90th minute then. And Kovacic plays the pass. It's 8 minutes once more for Liverpool. Of course, found a 99th minute winner against Nottingham Forest away. And that was 8 minutes added on that day, so there's still time remaining here for either side to find a winner. It's a pretty open game. I wouldn't like to call it. Here is Endo. That's not a great pass, and Rodri gives the ball away as well. Here's Kelleher. Gives the ball to Van Dijk. Here's Robertson. Luis Diaz then to Endo. I mean, he's got his options here, Endo. Anyone on the right-hand side. City are so narrow. Yeah, Liverpool just happy to use the pace. And here's Harvey Elliott, and he's on the edge of the penalty area, and John Stones wins the header and out for a corner. It's City were inviting that. That was poor. Way too easy for Liverpool just to get forward to the edge of our penalty area. Way too easy. So another chance here for Liverpool to put a ball into the City penalty area, and more work for City to do in terms of their defending. Robertson over to take once more for Liverpool. 1 minute ticked away at that 8. Cross comes in from Liverpool. Should be won by City in the air. Walker gets his head onto it. Salah just whacks one into the face of Doku. Forces him onto his right foot. Puts another ball into the box. Not great. So Liverpool just forced to go back. Good ball forward. Here's Harvey Elliott. As I said, I've been impressed with Harvey Elliott today. I don't think that Quansar's had too bad of a game. And Van Dijk's looked pretty solid for Liverpool at the back. Here's Gomez bursting forward to Luis Diaz. Not got anywhere to go, so he just goes back to Endo. Here is Quansar now. Again, City just happy to offer Liverpool the width of the pitch. Here's Harvey Elliott to Mo Salah. And it looks like it's hit the hand of John Stones. Referee and linesman don't penalise, and Liverpool continue just to knock the ball around. Here's Harvey Elliott once more. He puts a ball into the box. There's a lot on that, and City can just hack that clear. Not the best of clearances from Akanji, and Bernardo can get his foot onto it, and City can have a bit of possession here, actually. Here's Phil Foden, and that's a lovely, lovely challenge. Virgil Van Dijk it is. It's a fantastic challenge, Virgil Van Dijk. What we're seeing here is two very good teams, and there's just not much to call between them. There weren't much to call between them at the Etihad. City just weren't clinical enough that day, and Liverpool put their opportunity away. City haven't really been at their best today, and yeah, again, not been really that clinical, but Liverpool have been more adventurous and better in this game today than what they were at the Etihad. But there's just not much to call between them. Here's Liverpool then. Another burst forward. More defending for City to do. Harvey Elliott finds Salah. The flag's going to go up. He's offside, yeah. And somehow Liverpool don't follow that up and score. They do now eventually. All the City players have stopped playing because the offside flag's already gone up. How Gakpo didn't follow that in at the back post, I don't know. Somehow hit the crossbar. Salah never timed his run properly there. He's about more than a yard offside. There we go. Anyway, guys, we're aiming for 110 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Do subscribe as well if you're new around here. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, SofaScore. Links and details, they are in the description. Keep cool. Cool, calm and collective. That's what City need to do. Ortega-Moreno then to take. He's going to launch it long. Looking for Erling Haaland. Doesn't find Erling Haaland, but City do win the second ball. Liverpool have done very well in not conceding any fouls. City haven't really been allowed to break up play and slow things down, in particular in that Liverpool half. Everything has just felt a bit disjointed and rushed. Rodri finds John Stone. So we're more than 4 minutes through the 8. Rodri just works it to Ake on the left. He finds Jeremy Doku. He looked onside there, Jeremy, as well. Yeah, flag doesn't go up, and he backs himself to the byline, squares it across, and Foden looking for a cheeky little flick on, just couldn't sort his feet out, and Liverpool can come away with the ball. And Jeremy Doku's probably looked one of the most likely for City coming forward on that left-hand side. Salah. Oh, it's not a good pass from Salah, and Bernardo can cut that one off. Van Dijk should mop that up, and Bernardo will back off there. But it just chips away at another minute, that. So 3 minutes plus whatever's going to be added on added time. Here is Endo. Just works the ball forward to Virgil van Dijk. Here is Cody Gakpo now to Quansah. Here is Gomez. And either side, they're going to win it from here, leaving it very late. No real time for either team to respond, so best time to score, really. And as I said, the permutations just couldn't really be higher for the two teams. And I spoke before the game, my thoughts about a 0-0, obviously not 0-0, but 1-1, and a draw still the same result. About both these teams just 10 games remaining are probably happy to scrap it out, not against each other. Liverpool know that they've come to the Etihad and taken a point. They're happy with that. I suspect that City, they've got 2 minutes to go, come to Anfield and potentially getting a point. As Liverpool get forward here, and Liverpool could have a chance here if they can sort the feet out. They can. Advantage being played. Liverpool want a penalty, and referee says no penalty. Says Mo Salah goes down too easy, and that'll be a throw-in for Manchester City. So referee says, stop, we'll have another look at it. Bit of pushing and shoving going on. Let's have a look at it. The question has to be, it has to be clear and obvious. So 50-50 call will go in the favour of Manchester City here, just because of the original on-field decision. Let's have a look. So ball comes forward. It's a bit of a mess from City at the back. Walker allows the bounce to come in. Liverpool couldn't get this sorted, and it's against Ake there. And let's have a look. What's in it? There's now in it. No, not a penalty. No penalty for me. VAR are going to agree with that as well. Referees obviously given. To be honest, everyone's concerned about the referees and stuff. I think Michael Oliver, to give him credit, has done a good job managing this game. There's been the odd call here and there that I've disagreed with, but all the big calls I think he's got right. And there's a bit of argy-bargy going on between Gomez and Erling Haaland, and Man City just need to sort their heads out here and just try and get control of this football and get it clear. Get it clear! Don't do a Nottingham Forest. Here's Harvey Elliott, and that's out for a corner for what's probably going to be the last chance of the game. So it's now or never for Liverpool, and the last bit of defending for Man City to do. And Andy Robertson comes over to take the corner. Liverpool may as well commit everybody forward here. There's nothing really to lose for them. So it all comes down to this. More defending for City to do. Robertson then to take. It's not a bad ball in, but City can get a head onto it. Doku needs to keep his foot down. Doesn't keep his foot down, but Man City trying to just scramble this clear. They can't scramble it clear. They were too scared to put the interception in, and Doku does well in the end, and Luis Diaz, it looks like he's running out of room. Oh, Luis Diaz does really well here. Can Liverpool get it into the box? The question is no, and it's another corner. So the commentators are saying they think this is a penalty for Liverpool. Let's have a look. Doku's foot just clips the thigh of Mac Allister. He's trying to keep his foot down. It's purely accidental. There's no follow through. You don't kick him in the chest. It's just a slight pull down. Yeah, check complete. I didn't think there was enough in that for a penalty. It's one of them, if the referee gave a penalty to start with, I don't think VAR would have overturned it, but I just don't think there's enough to say there's clear and obvious. And if I'm Man City, I'd probably send Jeremy Doku up at the other end. I don't want him near City's penalty area. Corner here for Liverpool. So last bit of defending to do. Robertson sends it in. Again, not the best. And the referee says, you know what? We're going to end it there and it's going to finish level. It's going to be one apiece. So last time we see Jurgen Klopp take on Pep Guardiola in the Premier League. It was a pleasure to watch. It was an intense game of football. My heart's beating dead fast. Two exceptional managers there. There's been nothing to call between Liverpool and Manchester City this season in the Premier League. This result does take things out of Manchester City's hands. We do manage to get a point at Anfield. A point at Anfield never to be turned up. I'm going to say a point at Anfield's a good result for Manchester City. In the grand scheme of things, though, a point's not good enough for Manchester City. We needed to win today. This was a must-win game and a do-not-lose game for Liverpool. Liverpool will now. It's a strange title race because Liverpool will be looking at... Arsenal will be looking at this and saying, we're very happy right now. And Liverpool now need Man City to do them a favour by getting a result against Arsenal at the Etihad Stadium. Obviously, they'd prefer a draw and both sides to drop points, but they want anything but an Arsenal win because an Arsenal win at the Etihad takes things out of Liverpool's hands, out of Man City's hands, and makes Arsenal favourites. Not too much to determine between these two sides. Manchester City just self-imploded right after half-time with that poor back pass from Ake. They struggled for midfield gains. They had to bring Kovacic on. City... through luck, hit the crossbar through Phil Foden second half. Doku unlucky with hitting the inside of the post later in the second half. And I think we breathe a sigh of relief that VAR decided to agree with the referee and not give a penalty at the end. In the end, it's just measuring things up. It's a good point at Anfield. You know, Liverpool came to the Etihad and picked up a good point at the Etihad. We've come to Anfield and picked up a good point from there. The only downside is we know what we need to do against Arsenal, so we don't need to really worry about that too much. We can worry about that after that game and what the result is. We beat Arsenal. It takes things out of Arsenal's hands, but then we've got to keep an eye on what Liverpool do. And I was just watching the interview before this game started from James Maddison. They asked him about his thoughts on a big win for Spurs against Villa. And he said something that I agree with, and it's the same mentality that City should have. Don't really need to be looking at the opposition's fixtures. We need to be looking at our own. We know that in our next Premier League game, we've got Arsenal at home. It's a big game. I'm not keeping an eye on what Liverpool are doing. I'm just focused on Man City winning that game because it's a huge game. The title threat at home is a must-win game. And at this stage of the season, when you're taking on title threats away from home, if you're not losing, they're good results, and if you've got them at home, you've got to be winning them games. Liverpool, most importantly, haven't won this game that really damages Manchester City. So this is a three-way tussle for the Premier League. Goal difference is key. So Manchester City, we could do with improving our goal difference. Very important, that. Very important. Arsenal have got the goal difference on Liverpool and on Manchester City. We play Liverpool next. It's a huge Goliath game coming up. Massive, massive game. So, we come to Anfield. We've got a point. We leave Anfield. We now need to start thinking about our next game. which in the Premier League isn't until after the international break, so we don't really need to be thinking about that until we come back from the international break. What we need to be thinking about is Newcastle FA Cup. I'm probably quite happy to not think about the Premier League, to be honest, for a few weeks. So there we go. Nothing too much to decide between the two sides. So, guys, get your thoughts. Mixed saying point gained for Manchester City. And sounds like he's happy with the result, saying could really have been 4-1 Liverpool there. Raheem says, why have we taken Kevin De Bruyne off? I think City were just looking for a bit more midfield control, if I'm honest. Your Dan is saying City not at their best today, a bad Manchester City, but City will be champions. We've not been at our best, you're right, and we've come away from Anfield with a good result, with a point. Could be a very costly point for City, maybe, come the end of the season. Could also be the point that wins Manchester City the Premier League. That's how you've got to look at it. So, weigh it up. Are you a glass half full? Are you a glass half empty? What's your way of looking at it? So, guys, on to today's video sponsor, SofaScore. Please do go and check them out. That would be much appreciated. Links and details there in the description, also in the live chat, and do use the QR code on screen. That would be much appreciated. It is a free app to download, and they will keep you guys up to date with all the happenings from around the grounds, with all your latest scores, not just for football, but for all your sports as well, all in one app. It's a fantastic app, highly rated, free to download. Please do use my link in the description, as that does help to support the future content created here on my channel. So, Liverpool really improved that second half. Expected goal rate at 2.46, just 1.61 for Manchester City, and we've come out of Anfield with a point. Liverpool had more possession, more shots, same amount of shots on target as well for both sides. So Manchester City, not our best performance. Statistics-wise, not suggesting our best performance either, but we have managed to come away with an important point. It doesn't make great reading on the standings, as Manchester City started the game week 28 in second place. We end it in third place, but we know that we face Arsenal in our next game, that if we win that game, we go 2 points clear of Arsenal. They'll drop down more than likely into third place, and hopefully in the next 10 games, we can have a favour somewhere for a team to take some points off Liverpool. So Manchester City very much still with a chance of winning the league, but Manchester City also, I fancy, I'm going to say it, are going to need 10 wins from our next 10 Premier League games. And I think that wins us the league, if I'm being honest. So yeah, do go and check out today's video sponsor, SofaScore. Links and details there in the description. Thank you very much to them for sponsoring this video. I do have my promo video, which I'm going to roll for you guys right now. Thank you very much there to SofaScore for sponsoring this video. So, guys, I'm going to go and do my match review, match reaction, and match analysis. Sam, thanks for tuning in, says, Arsenal fans think that they've won the league now. There's still many games to be played. They know the next Premier League game is at the Etihad Stadium. They're going to harp on about that because they're not playing for 3 weeks. Let them harp on about it, is what I say. I'm more than happy for City just to go under the radar, go to the Etihad Stadium, and pull out a result against Arsenal. We've done it time and time again, so there we go. So yeah, I'm going to go and crack on with my match review for you guys. So I will see you for that. So thank you everybody for watching, much appreciated. Don't forget to like the live stream. We're in for 120 likes now, 12 likes away, so any help towards that would be great. Do subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Social media links there in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Also, don't forget as well to leave your thoughts in the comments below if you're watching this after the game or in the live chat whilst we're live for another minute or so. Get your thoughts in from this game. Do you think it's a good result or not? Let me know. That would be great. And yeah, Do go and check out today's video sponsor, SofaScore. Links and details there in the description. Do go and check them out. Link also in the live chat and also on screen with the QR code if you want to use that to go to the download page to download the free SofaScore app. And thank you to SofaScore for sponsoring today's video. I want to say a big shout out to you guys, everybody for tuning in, everybody that's left a thumbs up, everybody that's interacted with me. It is much appreciated. As I said, we'll have my match review out for you guys to enjoy after the game. I've got more Liverpool game to digest and the Arsenal things to digest. I'll do another video on that tomorrow for you guys to enjoy, and then we'll have some transfer stuff out later in the week, and we'll have all the build up to the Newcastle game for you guys to look forward to as well. So I will see you all for that. Getting busy really for the business end of the season. So I'll see you soon. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everybody for watching. Hope everybody is safe and well. Take it easy, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and enjoy your week too. Peace. Ciao for now. A point at Anfield is a good point in my opinion. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.